Hey y'all, welcome back to another TV Thursday with Black Girls Den podcast. I'm Alicia, the host, and I have some guests with me tonight, Kamara and Audrey. I'll let y'all introduce yourself. And we're going to be talking all things Love is Blind from episode 7 through 12. So, yes, I'm so excited. And I just realized I typed review wrong, but we're going to change that when it posts. So come in, tell us where you're listening from, and yeah, let's just get into it.
Okay.
So who wants to start first?
Kamara, you can introduce yourself first. I don't really have an expertise in any of this. I'm just invited as someone who watches.
My friend that comes in chat. So
Oh, sure. Hey, everybody. My name is Kamara. I go by Screen Diaries on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, where I do reviews, breakdowns of shows. So make sure to follow me there. But I'm so excited to be on this podcast today, talk about some Love is Blind. Thank you so much for inviting me again and ready to get into it.
yes, so you are so welcome. Yes, Audrey is not a stranger, so the people know her already. So yeah, let's talk about episode 7. Just brief. I wrote some notes so we could just kind of talk about it. They were still in Mexico. I don't know if I should call it a honeymoon or a honeyfield. The conflict that was going on, it was after the party, and so then Joe was still drunk or whatever. Madison was mad. I think Megan was mad at Jordan because he was getting on her nerves, and then Annie was telling Nick she didn't need him. So it was like a lot of conflict going on. Like I felt like the women were like trying to make conflict in that scene. They're like, I'm so glad we're having conflict now. I'm like, y'all, we ain't supposed to be having conflict. We in Mexico. Like,
right.
It was so much conflict. That's them at the outside party during the daytime at the bar, not the party where the singles came back, right?
No. This is still in Mexico, and it was the night before, and then Megan was like, Jordan, you're getting on my nerves, because they was acting childish. Like the men was
getting on him and
Joe
were being childish.
They had like a bro.
Why were they doing that? What was that about? That was so annoying to even watch. I was like,
so annoying. And then Jordan was like, that hurt my feelings. Like, you were kind of mean. I'm like, boy, like you were annoying. But then I had to be like, well, Megan is 33, Jordan is 27 or something. So I don't know. I just like the men were very childish, like this whole season, but it really showed like in that episode how childish they were.
I wonder how the age range were I didn't think about that until the last episode. I didn't think about anybody's age until the last episode. So I wonder what the difference in the age range was.
KB and Edmonds was like a year, I feel like. It was like 27, 28. Joe, I think Joe was in his 20s, maybe like 20s. I forgot how old Madison was.
Yeah, the only one that I remember is I knew that KB and Edmund weren't that far off, but I did know that Jordan and Megan had like 5 years in between.
Yes. And I don't know about Anton and Allie.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either.
I don't remember that.
But they seemed a little bit more like even like they were probably about the same maturity level. It felt like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff she did felt really immature to me, but.
Oh, really? Like what?
Like so when I don't know if this happened in episode 7 or a later episode, so if I'm jumping ahead, I'm sorry. But when they go to dinner with Anton's friend who has been with the girlfriend for 4 months. Am I jumping ahead? Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah. It's okay though. But we will get to that one. But I can see that. But in Mexico, I thought they were really good. So that's why I was like, I thought they were good in Mexico. I was like, oh, they might get married. I was like, okay, they fit each other now. Yes. I know the ethnicities. Now I know he's Romanian.
Russian? Which one is Russian?
Romanian, Russian, baby. Let me get the R's together. Russian, and she is. I couldn't quite remember what she was, but child,
she's Hispanic, or well, I think she's Latina.
Really?
Yeah, because I think she's mentioned.
Her mama said that she met her husband online, so I was like, okay, it's somewhere.
Well, she said at some point, in this that Anton looks like a blank, like, boy, my mama's gonna love him because they're from the whatever. He looks like what her people look like, essentially.
Yeah.
And I remember it being like a Spanish speaking country or in that area, but I can't remember exactly which one it was.
Okay, yeah, I don't really remember either, but I honestly, I'm like, they look alike to me, kind of. So I didn't really
They
know.
do. I would have
They
thought that
do.
they had the same.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but also, like different people in other countries, they kind of have like the same collectivistic culture and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, their culture, their backgrounds might relate and stuff like that. Until we get a little later on, we'll see the difference. But I said, okay, they might make it. I was like, they might be good. I was like, Jordan and Megan, maybe good. I was like, okay, they might be good. I really didn't know. She just seemed like annoyed with him, but like, I was like, okay, and then KB and Edmund, after that last episode where he was crying, I was like, what is going on? So then this episode, nobody has talked about, and I can't remember if it's in episode 7 or 8, but one of the episodes he kissed Madison's feet. I'm like, his mouth be everywhere.
Madison's?
Yeah,
did
he like when he was massaging KB, she's like, that's my friend, and he's like kissing her feet. Unless it was KB, he was kissing somebody's feet.
That's disgusting. I do remember like that moment when he was right next to her, right? Like
yes,
sitting next to
yes.
I didn't know he kissed Madison's feet. I knew he was all on KB's feet, but
then he said something, but I'm like, his mouth was everywhere, child. Then they had it on the floor, on the cup, I said, child, baby, his mouth. Ooh.
Yeah.
That mouth has been.
Right.
I don't think Edmund has a lot of like, I don't know, self-awareness is probably not the right word considering his like extensive trauma history, but that definitely has impacted how he like views himself in like social situations.
Yeah. Y'all gonna hate my opinion on him later on, but we'll get into that. Yeah, I think that was it. And then they left. I think they left that day from the honeymoon. And then it was like real life, if I am doing the right thing. Oh yeah, Annie was going crazy. I don't need you, Nick. I don't need you, Nick. Girl, like you're telling your
stressing me out.
Yeah, that's when I realized something is wrong with her. Like she is. What she was just starting arguments out of nowhere. He was like looking at her like, what are you even talking about right now?
Yeah, and that's what they were saying because I was like, because if you remember at that table, she didn't have an argument. So someone was like, did she just come up and make an argument? Because nobody had arguments. Like, well, I mean, she didn't have arguments. Everybody else, like Madison had an argument, KB had an argument. Yeah. I don't know if Ali had an argument. I can't remember if it was just like good.
But no, I don't think that they had really argued right at that point. I don't know.
And so, yeah, Annie's like, I was like, girl, what? I was like, what is going on? I was so confused. And I was just like, y'all spending too much time on the people. I don't need you. I don't need you. I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so I looked it up. Ali is from Brazil. So she's not a Spanish speaking country.
Okay.
They speak
Portuguese.
But
Portuguese.
Yeah, she's from Brazil.
Brazilian.
Because she's like
a Brazilian America. And they do speak Spanish. Well, I don't know if it's
Portuguese.
No, I know that. No, I'm saying that. I know Brazil speaks Portuguese, but I was saying that it's in South America. So you would think that they speak Spanish, but then I was like, hold on, not really, because maybe Venezuela speaks Venezuelan. So, child, let me just be quiet on
showing our geography and culture as not that expansive.
Yeah, don't let me, because all the countries got different languages. Child. Let me not say that. But okay, he's Russian.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because the mom was talking about how she was on basically Love Is Blind for 5 years. You remember when she was saying she met the husband, she met her dad, and they were like talking like through.
No, I didn't know that. I don't remember that.
I don't know if it was really 5 years. I might be exaggerating, but no, yeah, she said that she met her man, like the guy in the US, like they were talking back and forth and emailing or like video chatting.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, now she said that in like 2 episodes later, kind of. Yeah, that was just something when she was talking about. She's like, yeah, I met your dad. It was kind of like this too, Yeah, she did. So she didn't think that, like, you know how people like parents are like nervous and scared. Yeah. She was saying like her mom wasn't that nervous and scared because like that's kind of how she met her dad.
Okay, now, I think I got the end of that.
Oh yeah, like what website they met on? I don't know, baby.
I know that's right.
But she found
They
him.
didn't have the swipey ones. They had to get on the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they had the. What,
Yep. Y'all remember Black Planet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard of it. Yeah, but I like never used it. But I did hear a little bit
They
about
were
that.
probably on like Christian Mingle.
Right. Christian Mingle.
Why was I be talking about like on Facebook? There's these Christian datings or whatever. And I was talking about first. Are you on Christian Mingle? I'm like, no, girl, it's a Facebook group. They do be trying to date up in there, but I be like, girl, it's called Christian something. She's like, is that a Christian Mingle? I'm like, no, no, I'm on Christian Mingle. Like, no, I would not do that. Okay, so we can go to episode 8. This was again. The arguments was dumb. This is when you were talking about they were like meeting friends and you were talking about Quentin and the friends. So yeah, you can start.
Yes. That's where I started to not like Allie. I was cool with their relationship. They moved really quickly, if you remember. Like they weren't in it felt like they weren't in the pods for long, at least how they like
They were like the first couple, right? The first episode. I was
they
like,
were out of there. Okay. They said, yeah, I know it's you. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get to this episode and she's hanging out with Anton's friend and Anton's friend's girlfriend, which I thought it was also very messy of the girlfriend to immediately go in, Anton's friend's girlfriend, to immediately go into he used to drink and party before he met you, and they would go to strip clubs, and so then I thought that was messy because why are you sharing this information with her? That's not like necessary. I didn't think it was necessary because it's not a part of their current relationship. And people were single before they got on the show. He didn't know who Allie was before he got on the show or what her expectations were of him before he got on the show. So I didn't think that was really fair to Anton. But then Allie also was like really upset about it, and I didn't understand that either because I'm like, this man didn't know you.
Right.
He didn't know, and this could be before he knew he was going to go on this show. Maybe he was still deciding about like, wanting to be a bachelor. And I don't know what all they talked about in the pods, right? Because we don't see everything. But that really started to put a red flag up for me because I was like, that's unnecessary, like judgment for someone's past before they ever knew who you were.
Or I didn't think of it like that. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I think that was a bit much. I was like, what is she getting so upset?
Yeah.
So why is she so upset right now? And like you said, the girlfriend, she just said a little too much. That was her first time meeting her. Why are you telling her all this?
Saying all that.
Yeah, that was too much.
Also, like he wasn't out with your man. So like, what are you saying about your man too? And as a part of this conversation.
And then remember when Allie was like, you're in trouble. Like, I'm mad at you. Why would she bring that up in front of everybody instead of waiting until they got home and talking to him about it then? But did they continue that? I didn't hear anything else from that argument about.
I don't think so.
Okay. I was making sure I didn't miss anything.
She mentioned it to maybe her friends or maybe the other girls. She mentioned it to somebody else, but I don't think she talked anymore to Anton about it until, I don't know if this is like a additional episode, but until she was worried about his drinking at the house.
Right.
I think she brought it up towards the other girls. Like she said to the other girls, she did it. Yeah. I was like, I have a lot to say about the situation. I will say that I was agreeing with you. Like, I was like, girl, like everything, right? I was agreeing with everything. I was like, okay, like, why can't he go to the strip club? Like, he's single and everything like that. I think now looking back at it, I think that she kind of was like, okay, I see the signs because when she kept hounding that man about drinking after work, I'm like, girl, it's a drink after work. He drinks in the morning. And she was trying to, because at the end she talks about his character. So I'm like, I don't know what he presented.
What else? Yeah.
But she kept talking about his character. She's like, but I'm just like, honey, girl, like on one hand, I give you grace because you're like, okay, well, he's doing this, he's doing that. And then you see him drinking. But then I'm like, girl, he's literally drinking in the morning because he gets off at night. Like, if we don't know the context that he gets up at night, we're just like, well, why is he drinking in the morning? But yeah, you're so mad about this strip club and this, like, I don't want my man to be going to the strip club. Literally, he's single. So, like,
he didn't go when he was your man.
Exactly. Yeah.
And literally, that girl, I'm like, girl, shut up. Girls be talking too much. Why would you be doing that? And so now it puts in a different light in her mind because she's like, well, he does drink in the morning. Okay, now he does go out, and it's like when you hear, like when you're a girl, you're like, well, why would she be lying to me? Like, why would she be telling me stuff?
Right,
like
right. And
so
I don't think the girlfriend was lying at all, but that's probably 100% true.
Right.
But it's just not
It's like, why would you
necessary.
tell me?
Exactly.
Yeah. It was definitely not necessary. And then, but yeah, she's like talking about his character and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, but like, I feel like Allie was like really hounding on that when I'm just like, you're focused on him drinking and going and partying. You done told this man you wanted Botox, you don't want to clean, you don't want to cook.
And she wants to go back to school and him support her on his salary, which is cool if that's what y'all agree to. I don't care, but Grace.
Well, you're mad about him drinking. He gonna need a couple drinks dealing with your Botox, baby. Because she said, "Can I get a Botox, baby?" He was like, "Huh?"
And I think he was gonna do it. So I don't think he was really gonna put up a fight about supporting her for whatever it is.
Yeah.
To me, it felt like Anton was all in. And when she did that, I felt like that was her making her first like excuse to be out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like she was looking for excuses. I feel like that's all that was.
Mm-hmm. You think it was an excuse?
I think she knew she wasn't going to marry him early on.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like, because did you think that they liked each other really? Like looking back at it now, I'm like, you think they liked each other? Because we didn't really see them like being like romantic and like kissing each other, hugging and stuff like that. Like we didn't see that lovey-dovey side of them. And you was like, I love you so much. I love you. Like I ain't hear I ain't hear nothing them, and I ain't hear from KBR Edmund either.
But no, I think KB told Edmund that she loved him a lot, and that she was, to me, I felt like KB was consistently doting on him.
Towards the end, she was like, "I do love you," but not when they was arguing, because not in the argument, no. But no, even when Annie and Nick was arguing, she's like, "I love you. I just love you. I just love you." And Madison, I just like them. Like that's what I was talking about. Like. It was
something is wrong with Annie though.
It was like it was like 2 seconds later. I'm like, you know the people for 3 days. Like, calm down.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, I didn't see that from them. So I was like, oh, okay. But really what it was though, she was just probably like, he don't make enough money for me. So everybody's talking about that and talking about how she just wants somebody to take care of her and stuff like that. And maybe she's, she has a different culture. Like that could be what it is as well too. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I was like, oh, do they like each other? I don't know, because the drinking, it's like she just found and was every scene.
Yeah.
How much did you drink? How much did you drink? They said he went to that refrigerator. He knew there was no more alcohol.
Why he walk over there like he didn't know he drinking?
I thought that
knew you drank that.
No, wait, no.
He said one or two beers. She said, I drank one. He's like, oh yeah, like 2 or 3. Like my friend came over. She said, your friend came over. I was like, girl, why are you doing that? Like,
come up here with it just was so much.
Like he didn't even come in the house. And I was like, that's crazy too. Because first of all, y'all, these ain't even your houses. So you mad that this dude came over? And it's not even your house.
So these other people's house that they pay for.
Like, yeah. So
that was so funny because she named like 3 different things, and the third thing she was like, "Is the so and so still in the refrigerator?" And he was like, "I think so." Like you drink that.
Gone, baby.
But so then I was like, okay, is he an alcoholic? Because I was like, now he do drink a lot though.
That seemed like a lot.
He does drink a lot. But then people were talking about Russian culture and child. I don't know the name cultures if they drink a lot or they don't drink a lot.
And I will say though, those like European countries, the age to drink is lower, and I do think people typically drink more. So maybe his tolerance is higher. So if he's trying to get,
I think that is what this is, tolerance.
He might, but maybe there is more that we don't know about with his drinking that made Allie act that way. But from what we've seen, it didn't look like there was enough to assume that he was like an alcoholic or something.
Right.
Well, because I was like, y'all seen him, and it wasn't belligerent. Like we never see him. Versus we see Annie
versus
like,
Joe.
Annie and Joe. Annie, I was like, y'all talking about Anton, an alcoholic. Baby, do you see?
Annie and Joe were
you
both
see Annie
scared of the alcohol.
Y'all got the A's wrong. It's Annie, not Anton.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's though, because that's crazy. What were you going to say?
That's what I was going to bring up to y'all about Anton. Like, I feel like I couldn't get a good read of his personality. Like he was just very somber, I'm like, I didn't really see a lot of emotion for him. So I'm like, is this just how he is? Or is he it just was odd. I don't know. So that's what y'all thought about that.
Oh, that's what I was going to say about the lovey-dovey thing, because I was like, I think that Anton, I don't know if he really liked Allie, but they was like he was going to do all that because he wanted to have a trophy wife. Like we know she is beautiful, she's pretty, and so they was like because he was really like, oh, you're not going to cook, you're not going to clean, and stuff like that. Like, so I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know what he liked about her. He was just like, I love you so much, like at the wedding and stuff like that. But it's true. And then they was talking about Allie because she said thank you. But it was just like we don't know. Besides her being pretty, like we truly don't know what he liked about her.
Right.
So that's why I was kind of like, maybe they won't make it. Maybe
he was really reserved. He was reserved for sure, and you couldn't. He's definitely not an Edmund. Like Edmund, just exactly what Edmund's thinking, but you don't know. You definitely didn't know Anton. He was a lot more reserved. I thought he was all in. And like you were saying, I think he was all in for the concept. Maybe he wasn't necessarily all in for Allie, but definitely for the concept of the marriage.
Yeah, people were saying that his like eyes look scary, like when she was saying no and stuff like that. So I don't know. I didn't look too deep in it, but like when she said no, like at the altar, so they was like that could be scary. But you know, everybody diagnosed everybody and they but they was like his eyes were scary. I was like
TikTok therapist and psychiatrist.
Yeah, so like we don't know, and we don't know like you said, we don't see everything, so we don't know if maybe his drinking was something crazy or whatever. Like she didn't really bring it on camera for us to see it, but she was hounding him about drinking. And I guess, hey, if you don't want somebody that drinks, then that's up to you,
right,
to deal with that.
But she also drinks, like maybe not to the extent that Anton does, but she also drinks because she even said that to her mom.
She said to her mom, she's like, I think he needs some grace, and then gonna go up there and tell him no. I was so weak.
And the last few seasons of Love is Blind have irritated me for that exact concept. Like we need to weed this out in the beginning. I'm not trying to get all the way to this point and everybody said no. Like
Well, I mean, I don't know, because isn't the premise to say no at the altar?
I don't like that. I don't know. I guess so. It might be, but it stresses me out every time.
Well, I don't know, but I'm like, if they didn't have, they had to keep. That's what I'm saying. This season, I feel like they had to keep incentivizing people because there would have been no altar episode.
True.
Like everybody would have said no.
Yeah.
I do like that the women said no though. Like y'all could keep the men. Women hardly ever say no. So I'm like, shout out to the women for saying no and choosing themselves because all the other seasons you see men saying no all the time. So I like that the men early. That's just that's the feminism in me. That's the girl in me. Like I like how the men said no before. Like baby Joe was shaking in his boots.
Joe got out of town, baby.
Yes, he was out.
Joe had to go.
The girls was like, okay, no, like. Yeah, this is not going to work for me.
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of like that episode, but you hear two different things. Either it's you're supposed to go to altar, or you're not supposed to go to altar. They're just like, they take the experiment all the way through. So I don't really know, but
that's I think that they, KB said pretty plainly, like she didn't make her decision until she got to the altar. So like she was still back and forth, but I feel like
I feel
like she knew that.
She knew.
I feel like when Edmund got to acting up all the time, she was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, she knew that. Right.
She knew she was not gonna marry him when she didn't have relationship with him.
Right.
I had a feeling that's why she said no. I mean, I knew she was gonna say no when she said that. Now she had me a little scared on the last episode. She was doing a little teeter-totting, but I knew she was gonna say no because it's just like. She's not having.
Can we skip to this point because I know we're moving very far ahead, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I watched this episode and I see her say no to Edmund, I got teary-eyed, like cried.
Because it was sad.
It was so sad.
Why are we so sad?
I know. I got emotional too.
The whole time.
Right.
I was not team Edmund because I felt like Edmund still had a lot of work he needed to do on himself.
Right.
When they would get in arguments, I thought the way he went about it was very problematic, like crying and act like he can't express his emotions. I thought that was way too much. And like when she was talking about not wanting to have sex with him and him being like, you were giving it to other people. That was too much for me too. And I was like, okay, grow up. Yeah, grow up. I'm just a nice guy. I didn't like it. But when he got to the altar, I think it was this arc with his teacher, who was the only person that was there for him. And then his mama didn't even show up to the wedding.
They were trying to tug at your emotions.
Yes, and it did.
They set that up. Yeah.
And then you get to the point where he's like, this teacher is the only person he's really got. And now the teacher is walking him down the aisle to the next person that's supposed to be his person. And then she tells him no. And I said, I was a little distraught. I ain't gonna lie, and I think more
Yeah.
so for the story, not necessarily because I thought Edmund would be an amazing partner for KB. I think KB recognized a long time ago that Edmund shouldn't have been her partner, but I don't think she. But she said she didn't make that decision until she got to the altar. I don't think that was fair to Edmund because I feel like
Right.
you should have made that decision a long time ago.
But
Yeah.
that's what I guess I was saying is the caveat. If she would have said no, Allie would have said no. They would have had no altar show episode. The only two people went to the
Yeah.
altar. So
I
that's
just hate that it let it be at somebody else's expense. I didn't want to be. I thought Edmund already done had enough L's in life. He could have took that one peacefully outside of the
Yeah.
wedding episode.
experiment.
It is
I
the
feel like
experiment.
people are feel so sorry for Edmund. I don't see
You
it.
don't feel sorry?
I didn't feel
No,
sorry for
I
Edmund
don't.
until this point.
Yeah, it hit me
Until
at the
he
end. I
got
just was
left
like,
at the
I can
altar.
see
That
he
point
just
made me feel
yeah.
bad for him. The rest of the season, I was like, he's so annoying. I cannot deal. He needs to
Yeah.
go to therapy. He needs
He
to
was
fix his
crying
stuff.
when she said, "Yo, his face." When she's like, "They're like, do you take Kennedy Rice?" He's like, he already started.
Yeah, he was freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's freaking out. He's
Yeah.
freaking out.
He wanted to crash out.
Yeah.
He wanted to
And KB was wrong for being like, "Are you okay now, girl?" You
You
know
he's not okay.
No, I will say that.
Yeah.
But I think that like this whole the teacher coming, the teacher walking him down. It was said that his mom wasn't there, but honestly, I'm like, does his mom really be there? The sad part of
Right.
him not having that family, like they were saying, like when he walked away and stuff like that. I think that is sad. I think that is sad too. And for him to be like, this is my last chance, like finding a woman or something like that.
I don't hear that. Like, I don't believe that. Edmund will find another girl.
Right.
I just think that was.
Well, I was talking about when he was talking about this is my life. I'm saying, well, I was saying that all
part
that
didn't make me sad.
I
It was
didn't.
just
That
like
didn't make me sad, but I'm saying all of it together. Him was like, "This is my last chance." I don't really know. I don't. But all the girls know because everybody think he's so sweet. I'm like, well, y'all better slide into his dang DMs. Then y'all, he's so sweet, he's so this, he's so that. Why don't y'all get him then? I'd be so confused.
Right.
But
I think his story, because he also grew up in foster care. I'm a social worker. KB's a social worker, which why I think that she should have not toyed until the very last minute.
Yes.
Because you have to understand people. Like, she knows better than anyone else his trauma experience and what that might show up as. Knowing that he was in foster care and his actions, you knew that wasn't going to work. In my brain. As someone who's also trained in
that's not her.
that was not
that's her job. Not her
relationship. But you don't lose your information that you learn through education because you're in a personal relationship. You still understand those pieces.
No, I understand that, but I feel like they're putting her like she's a social worker on such a pedestal. Child, we don't even know what type of social work she do.
She did that though, and she kept connecting. The reason why she was connected and loved Edmund was because of his story and because of her.
No, well, she did. Yeah,
she made that connection on her own. And in that same vein, I think she should have been more cautious. I'm not saying she's wrong or right or whatever. Mm-hmm. I felt bad because I felt like this is just another L for Edmund. He grew up in a terrible city. He's resilient. He's done, really good for himself. I wouldn't date him because I understand that trajectory. But,
Yeah. I don't know. I guess when she was saying she was a social worker, I do see that. But I feel people like she's a social worker. She shouldn't do shit. But like I'm like just because she's a social worker does not mean that she shouldn't go through the experiment with him. She's not his social worker, so that's kind of
absolutely not.
People are like making it seem like that. That's the only reason why I don't like it. Now I do know, but even when she was at the altar, she was like, "Your story was beautiful, whatever." But it's just like, okay, like
then she needs to stop connecting.
I think that's why social media brought up the fact that she was a social worker a lot because people would say she talked to him as if you're in a session with somebody, and I think that's why they kind of broued it up a lot. And I started really seeing it towards the end, and then even at the altar, like you're special, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
Like that's what you would say to your client outside.
She tried to save herself to say all that nice stuff to just say no.
Yes.
Somebody said they knew she on social media. Somebody was like, "I knew KB was saying no when she did her own makeup."
Yes, I did it. I was cracking up. I did.
Her dress was fire though. I did.
Yeah. Her dress was nice, and I like her mom. I think her mom is who you need to be corner. Her mom was so nice to Edmund. Her mom was like poured into him and poured into her. So I think that's good. Like good to to have someone pour into you. But I'm just saying that. Well, this is no shade. Well, this is no tea, all shade. The black men that they be having don't
They don't do well. Yeah,
Never.
They are
You're
not.
right.
So I'm just like, and so I feel like to me, they're trying to put Edmund on. He's so sweet. He's so this. He didn't do nothing to show KB. He couldn't fight for her. He couldn't
Hey,
apologize.
that would have been enough for me, baby.
Yeah,
because you're not doing enough.
He didn't do anything for her. He couldn't get her hot cocoa. He couldn't help her down.
No.
I'm so sorry for this man who did nothing for her. Like that's what makes me mad. It's like black women deserve the bare minimum. Like that's really
no. I felt sorry for Edmund, not necessarily because of
he said no.
What he was so good to KB. And so she did him wrong because he was so good to her. That's not at all what it was. I think KB should have never, like Edmund one shouldn't have been on the show because I think he has a lot of probably stuff to work on.
He was running away.
Yeah, because they don't give us a real good, like you were saying, they don't give a good like amount of black men on the show, and they always have these like fatal character flaws. And Edmund had fatal character flaws that I felt like if KB didn't notice them, then she was ignored. Like, I think she knew that they were there. And so I'm not saying that he was just this great man and he's so sweet and all this kind of stuff. I don't necessarily think that. I think Edmund has a lot of work to do on himself before he could really be a great partner to somebody else. But I think KB felt sorry for him. And because she knows his like foster care experience and his issues with his mom and his issues with whatever, she kept letting it go on when she knew she wasn't really committed. Yeah. Like, I think she was committed to trying to help him. And that's not your role as his wife. You are supposed to be in a partnership that's equal. And so if your only commitment is to like essentially work in his case, then you're going to end up at the altar and say no to him because this is a full-time job. He needs a person that he pays.
Someone said she works from home.
Works from home with, and her husband is the
client, the patient. I was seeing that.
And what about when she was saying, you know, the door is always open? I don't think she should have said that. Like, I think she should have just
on the like at the altar.
Yeah, at the altar. And she kind of was like, I was like, I guess she talked like that and she just says baby after everything. But she was like, you got the best body I ever seen, baby. Like, still calling him baby. I was like, you need to
cut it out.
Because he's already fragile enough. Stop calling him baby. Stop telling him the door's always open. He's like, yeah, maybe after this weekend. She's like, you know, the door's always open. That's giving false hope. So she should have just
That's you have with people like him, you have to be stuck.
Yes, you got to cut it.
You cannot give them any leeway because they think that means that they have opportunity.
I feel like sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
No, I feel like she tread lightly because I feel like now she's being shown as a villain. Either way, and I'm not trying to
think she's a villain.
Well, people are portraying her as a villain, and I don't think that she should be a villain. But it's like, okay, give the guy a chance. But then people would have been calling her a villain if she would have seen him and like, okay, I'm not doing this. Like, so it's like, dang if you do, dang if you don't.
Well, I don't think it was appearance that made her not want to be with Edmund. I think that she realized.
No, in general, like.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was appearance. But.
You do?
You think so?
Yes, I do.
I think it was more of his mannerisms, his behaviors. I don't know if I thought
he has some muscles though. He is a little strong.
Yeah, he's not bad looking for real.
He's not bad looking, but I'm gonna need a little bit like maybe he takes the glasses off, he cuts his hair. And I'm not saying he's not ugly, but
if you look, okay, so I've seen this TikTok where this I don't know, some white man, but he was talking about Edmund and his story. And he was saying that he was like a D1 football player, but I seen the picture of him as a football player. He looked nice then.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's been into these recent. I don't think he looks bad, but like,
I don't think he looks bad either. But I think that wasn't the type of look that she was going for. I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think you literally heard her. She said, "What if he's your size?" That means that she has bigger dudes. They were doing the fighting scene, baby. She was trying to get them.
Sorry, Edmund said, I'm going to go find the security. He said, but what if he grabs me?
That is so funny.
We're just going to walk away. I said, baby, Edmund said he ain't want no smoke. Now, was he funny? Yes, he funny. He said, I don't want no smoke.
Ooh, that took me out. I said, all right.
It was so funny.
So maybe that's why she was kind of focusing on the comments about his body, because maybe she wasn't really attracted to him. It reminds me of, y'all remember the season with Clay when he was like, okay, body, when he was talking about 18. And that's when he figured out he is so.
And
y'all, he is literally still the worst.
In KB's, KB went on her podcast. Did you watch it? What's the reality?
No, I haven't seen that. I seen that she was on there, but I haven't seen the actual podcast.
Yeah, they were talking about that. They was like, "Girl, you judging KB hard, knowing what happened in your season." And that's what I'm just saying. I'm like, we never get good men from. Well, I'm not saying that Clay is not a good man, because I necessarily don't know if he's a good man.
Who, Clay?
I don't know if he's a good man. Now, was he lying to AD about my mama, my daddy cheated? Yes. But also, AD was ignoring red flags. Like, he kept saying that, and
I say Clay is not a good man, but
yeah, I don't know if he's not a good man or not. But like Tyler, not a good man. You lying on national.
Right? No, Tyler absolutely.
We go from Clay to Tyler. I ain't watched last season.
Tyler.
And then Devin, like we get about one black couple, and it's just like the black man, like, come on now, because I feel like now I'm just saying this, I feel like if she would have got somebody like a Brett, you know, or like even a Cameron, I'm just using these because those are like stellar ones. She would be at 1 million followers. Like, they would be it, because KB is a pretty girl. KB is nice, and people are like, she's a social worker. She's out. She's fun, and they liked it. Like, of course, some people are going to like you, some people are not going to like you. But like they, if she would have got married this season, they would have been the it couple, because there'd been only one.
Oh, the only one that made it, yeah. Kind of like how what's their name? I can't think of their names. The people from the last season that made it were the only ones that were the only ones.
And that's what I was going to say too. I don't really like the fact that Edmund made his whole personality. Well, the storyline is what the storyline is that it did. Edmund's whole storyline was he was in foster care, right? Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember the second season, Ayanna, season 2, who married Jared? She was in foster care too. She ain't get half of this.
Nope.
The support, and oh my God,
played it up for him.
But Edmund coming, I was in foster care at 9, and my mom, it's, oh my gosh, I love him. He's so
right.
But I don't think that's fair either. Like, I think I felt sorry at the end for Edmund, and that was just based off of that one thing. Like, I felt sorry for him in that moment. But I didn't like infantilize him and make him seem like you're still a grown man who still has things to work on, and that's for you to work on. I'm not going to act like you did things right because you have this trauma history. No, there was multiple places in this season where Edmund was wrong, and not a lot of places, honestly, where KB was. And so that's not I don't like that they make her out to be the villain, or like that he gets all the sympathy and KB gets none.
But I'm just like, I remember Ayanna saying that even with black people, like, y'all just be coddling black men. To me, that's what y'all do. Because Ayanna got nothing now. Did her parents show up? Yes, her godparents did show up. They met him, but still, it's like that was a part of her story. It was not her story. And
not
people
the whole thing.
Like used to Edmund, and it's like, oh, now they see the mom, because baby, the next episode, the mama coming in with waist beads and asking about children and girl, do you speak Trini?
What is going on, bro?
That was crazy.
Like
where are these people even from?
Yes.
I raised Edmund to be a good man. Edmund was on mute. You made the video.
Edmund was in foster.
I made the video. I never seen him so quiet.
So quiet, so serious.
Like,
that's true. So you could probably already feel that tension between him and his mom, and maybe something else happened with the mom also that made KB be like, I don't.
Right.
I don't know if I want to.
She sure was telling KB, I like you because you're not going to be a snitch like my other daughter-in-laws, and you're not a snitch. I was like, what is she talking about?
What do they have to snitch on you for, man?
And that's what somebody commented on my video. They was like, she be asking for money. She be trying to.
What do you be doing?
And they be going back telling. Oh my God.
Speaking of that, they said that wasn't Edmund's daddy, because I said, where the rest of the hair at? I was confused.
I had that same thought, and I had to check myself. I said, things work differently. Genes do what they want.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch, because I was fast forward. I didn't even see his father until people started talking about
he had some kind of. You got to go and see.
What does he look
Somebody
Did they put the little description saying it was his dad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
Or
they
he
said
said
like,
it,
oh, his
somebody
dad
said
is here or something. But he like walked down when he was walking down the aisle. I said, "Baby, where the rest of the hair at?" Somebody was like, "It could have been his foster dad." I said, "Oh, maybe."
Maybe it was his foster dad.
Because I was confused. I'm gonna just
Because
say,
it wasn't like him and the mama together. You're like, y'all made Edmund.
Yeah, I was
He
like,
didn't really look that much like his mama either. So I'm thinking he gonna look like his daddy then.
I was like,
He
And
must
what's
look like an
crazy-
uncle or something.
yeah, I forgot that he was in Denver too. Because when they talk about family, people's families, I was like, was his family gonna come all the way from West Virginia? I was just kind of like, I don't know, because that's where he's from. West Virginia is pretty far. Someone said that
West Virginia is very far.
in West Virginia, that's across the coast. So
Somebody said he should have stayed in West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah, somebody said that. Only thing I forgot what they were saying. Like he could stay in West Virginia. Yeah, they were just talking about the Denver cast, maybe. Well, because none of the Denver cast is from Denver, so like
they just went to Denver for Love Is Blind.
No, they didn't go to Denver for Love Is Blind, but they weren't born and raised. Like
they moved.
KB is a trend, like travel social worker. I don't know how Edmund got there, and you said he was doing football. I don't know, and Megan,
maybe we need to know more.
So
also, I would like to say this experiment is terrible. Like, if you think about what you're trying to prove and how often the experiment actually works, it doesn't work. So why do we keep?
Well, Chris Colleen said that he don't care that it don't work. He said that's what the experiment is. And
no way.
He did a video, and actually, I low-key agreed with him because I low-key agree with this. Like this season
then
was
quit calling it an experiment. Call it the show. It's just a show.
It's an experiment, but this is real life dating out here. They be ghosting, they be lying, they be trying to show up in one. I said, let me date like this. Let me meet you through a wall, and let me see if. And after 30 days, bye. And they're like, everybody's not going to get.
But that's not what they're asking. They're not asking what is dating looking like in the real world. They're asking if love is blind. If you can meet someone sight unseen and end up marrying them, and if only like 3 or 4. I guess it's not a terrible statistic once you think about it because it was 9 seasons. But if you think about the amount of couples, the amount of people that actually successfully make it is very low. And so your experiment isn't working. Change your research question because you're not doing a good job.
Okay, Miss
P. You just want to chronicle what dating looks like.
Well, no, I'm not saying that's me. That's not what he's saying.
I'm saying that's what they should be saying. What you're saying.
Oh yeah,
not keep calling it this experience.
It's fine. Yeah, and I'm like, well, they say,
what point does it stop?
So I think part of the experiment is also that real life factors get in the way, and so they're saying real life factors do get in the way of you seeing this at the altar. So it's like, is Love Is Blind? Do you meet this person? Will these things get in the way? And clearly, the things do get in the way. And so, yeah, I thought it was kind of
like it's important to know why it doesn't work as much as that it does work.
Yeah. And so it's realistic. Like nobody, of course, like they said this should be the email because nobody got married, right? Y'all could have told us that.
Yeah.
But I didn't really see the drama, and I was like, to me, the drama was dumb because they just kept arguing about dumb stuff. It was
dumb.
Like Madison was mad because Joe wasn't taking it serious. Joe was like, she said, "Joe, you're not marriage material." He's like, "What?"
And Joe, you knew that, boo.
I was ready. I knew what this experiment was. I'm like, well, it's sad because Joe really just did not like you. Like he
didn't like you. It was a physical thing for him because of how he kept talking about it.
Yeah, he was talking about her appearance from jump. You're not
having sex with. I'm like, that's why. And then Madison about the sex is gonna say, I'm like, these dudes played y'all. Like these dudes was childish. They just having sex with y'all, and y'all think it's cute because it's like, oh, it's my fiance. No, he's a stranger.
Right.
And then y'all get there, and then he plays y'all, and then y'all mad that y'all had sex with him. So I was just like, it's a twofold. Good thing KB didn't have sex with him because it's just like that's another thing I didn't really like how it was portrayed.
About that.
Baby, everyone was on the floor. Now I said, like I said in the last one,
KB down the wall.
You should have kept the one night stand. You should just kept that part on mute. She shouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, that was too much information. Yeah,
especially for him, clearly.
Right.
He did not take it very well. But on the episode, What's Reality, she said that she and Edmund, like she told Edmund in the pods that she wasn't having sex. So that's why she was like, she didn't understand why he sprouted. She's like, she actually like left that night, and she said that she like went to like sleep on the couch or something like that. She said that they had a bet kind of, and I was like, I don't know why you do that, but they had a bet. She's like, my girls ain't gonna fold. So they were going to ask those questions because they betted each other, like, oh, like
who's gonna give it up first?
Like, yeah, because
That's childish. First,
If you heard Allie was like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna wait, but I didn't." And so she was like, "Well, she was like, no, my girls, they gonna hold out, they gonna hold out." And so then Edmund was like, "Well, my dudes got what they wanted." And so that's kind of how the conversation. And so now it's like an extra layer or whatever. Now I don't know if I would be making that bet with a man that I just met, but hey,
right.
it
and
is.
Also, another fatal flaw for me for Edmund is that he did, and KB says this multiple times. Like, you play this comparison game, and you don't compare yourself to another person. Like he did. He was like, "Well, everybody else is." That would have been enough for me. Like, you're childish as hell. Quit saying what everybody else is doing.
Like, everybody else got some, but I didn't. Okay, yeah. Because now, see, we can get into the next episode, because I think this was 10 or 11. This was the rodeo thing. Now, I thought KB should have not. I thought KB did do a lot, but Edmund did a lot too. I did on my review because when Annie was like, "Nikki, you're perfect," which that was. Lie. He was like, Edmund was like, "Damn!" Like, okay, you did a lot.
I wish I heard that. I wish
he made the biggest scene.
Like, you did a lot. Like, you did it up, as my friend would say. Like, you didn't have to do all that,
right?
And did you hear her? She said, "Admire, don't compare." I was on the floor.
Yes, exactly. Like, I think that's when she realized that, okay, because you're raising him. Right? Like, this is what your mama teaches you. Right. This is what your parents tell you. Like, if everybody else jump off a bridge, you're going to go jump off the bridge too. Right. Like, I feel like she was reprimanding him more than she was saying, like, real arguments that couples have. She's like, "You don't do that, Edmund. No, don't do that, Edmund," versus like people having arguments about their relationship.
But I feel like she had to do that because when she's saying that, she's like, "Am I don't compare?" He was like, "I was just saying," or something like that. Then he's like, "When was the last time you did say something nice to me? Say something nice for what? Like, nice for what?"
And she was saying that she had said something nice to him. That's what I'm saying is that
because she
can't even have an adult argument with him because of him. Like, and she's having to like talk to him like he's a child in order to get him to get the point.
Yes.
Because she was so mad and she came in with good energy. She's like, "Okay, you want to ride the bull? Like, I'll take your phone." Like, came in with such energy, knowing that this wouldn't even help her get anything. And yes, I said, like, didn't even help. Didn't want to go to the dollar store to buy anything for her. Like, you're not making her life easier. So of course, like, anybody would get offended. Now, I'm not saying that she should have said it right there and had the whole scene, but of course, anybody would be mad to be like,
I would be irritated as hell too.
Yeah, like, okay, you're over here like saying it. She's like, everybody was looking at me now. I don't really know, but of course, cameras and production, right? So she like, you over here like, "Oh, it would be nice to hear something like that." Like, who said?
And little do y'all know, Annie is probably drunk off of her face. She don't know what she just said.
And he was so annoyed at Annie. What was Annie's boyfriend's name? Fiance's name? He was like, I'm not perfect. He wanted her to be quiet so bad.
Like, I'm not perfect. He's like, "No,
I'm not."
Little do y'all know, Annie is out of her mind, and you over here comparing yourself to Annie.
Right.
And I was hoping KB was like, and then he goes, I'm sorry. But then he tried to get snippy too. He's like, "Well, you might just want to walk away." I said, "What?"
Oh, Lord, that would have.
Yeah, Edmund would stress me out to the end of time.
She was so frustrated. She went and cried. I was like, I feel bad because she
like went
so frustrated.
And then came back and was hanging with her friends. So I was just like, that to me, that's why I was like, I couldn't feel an ounce of sadness for him because like everything you did was nothing besides when you got mad or something. Then she got mad. Then you brought her flowers. I mean, you did bring her rollerblades. That was so cute. Like the rollerblade thing, that was really
that was cute.
That was cute. Yeah.
But outside of that, and your apology flowers that you
he was always far too childish for me. Edmund is very childish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all. He got into the cabinet. She said whatever.
I've seen that. Yeah, I would have been so irritated. She's got way more patience than I do because I'd have been.
I know she had the ick. I know they gave her the ick.
Get up to Kevin. Like that's how you feel like you got to talk to him and like.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, like he gave me the ick so bad. Just like that pic.
Yeah.
But I was
wearing it at the reunion too. Somebody's like, I zoomed in to see if he had at the reunion. He did. Right
in his hair. Yes. Maybe look. I like KB's reunion outfit. I like Madison and Allie. They said Annie's not at the reunion. I don't think.
I think so. I think I've seen her in the pictures. She just don't look the same.
Does she look different?
I thought it. Somebody said something.
Yeah, I think I've seen her in the pictures. I just seen it a second ago. Hold on.
Me too. I thought somebody said Annie. It was Kate. Kate's going to be there now. Her outfit looks horrible.
Is this not Annie? I don't know if you could. That's not Annie.
Oh, hold on, that is.
Is that her? I
Oh,
don't know. It's hard to tell.
there's the thing. Her dress is cute. It's a little confusing. This girl in the
They don't be
yellow,
looking
her
the
dress is
same.
so cute. I don't know who she is.
Oh, that's the one that was with what's his name?
Nick.
I forget his name. Is his name Nick?
Yeah, maybe
The one that he got left twice.
No, Patrick. This is
Patrick. Yeah, his name was Patrick.
oh
The girl in the yellow is the one that was matched with Patrick, and then she left him.
oh
She left him before they ever went to Mexico. So
oh yeah, I forgot her name. Oh, they about to read her. Her
yeah,
dress.
I forgot her name too.
This dress right here. She needs to go back to the store.
Yeah, I don't know why you put on that 2013 prom dress, but do you, boo?
2013.
That gives prom.
It was so crazy to me about that. So yeah, I forgot what episode we were on.
You said 10 or 11, wherever the
Oh yeah,
rest
10 or 11. Let me see again. Oh, we talked about Joe. Baby Joe ran away. Run away, love.
Joe got out of there.
He was going. I was going to say something about Anton, but because Anton brought his mom the thing. And then that was really cool. Like the mom was on the side. That was kind of cool. And I was surprised. Well, Edmund had some people too. That it was a lot more people at this one. But again, I didn't watch last season. But this season had a lot more people like at their wedding dress.
At the weddings, yeah.
The dress thing. I thought that I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And here comes Nick.
Which for me, I think that's also like my realistic, like you went through all this, you knew you was gonna get up there and say no for every couple. Y'all
wasting people's time.
Yeah, you wasting people's
time. Yeah.
You stressing me out. Y'all done paid for this venue. Y'all got officiants. Y'all done invited people from across the world, and for what?
Someone said though, someone was like, Kinetic knew that they wasn't gonna get married. They was like, they even take.
I'm glad did all this happen before this had to. Well, I'm glad it happened before the shutdown, because just imagine wasting TSA's time like this.
Right.
Like no.
The view was so pretty though. The view of where they got married.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
So they was mad at KB for going off on Evan. They was like, the view is so pretty. Someone was like, they see it every day. I was crying laughing. Like, you gonna let the view get,
my gosh. What was his name? I can't never remember Annie's partner's name. Nick's little cabin was beautiful too. Like,
oh yeah, that was
nice. I would love to be up there.
Like, that was so peaceful. Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and Nick also did stand on business.
Yo, Nick stood on business. I said, baby, Nick. He said, this is not going to work. She said, try. He said, my last straw was when you did.
I told you had one more time. He said, and you did it again. We're done.
Baby, I said, Peter, I said, now, is he a little too strict or do he not like women? I don't know.
Right? Because, they've been talking about that.
Yeah, they have.
No, I would have to see Nick in another. I know he had 2 connections in the pods. So with that,
did you hear in the pods when he told them that his mom asked him if he was when he was young? So that's why a lot of people have. That's why a lot of people are like, we're seeing if your mom asked that, we're seeing.
Okay.
And if you watch, I think this was that she met the mom. Let's talk about meeting Nick's mom and parents. Nick introduced them. The mom was like, "Oh yeah, so what makes you interested in Nick?" And he gonna say, "Oh, we have the same goals. We want kids. You want kids. Oh, you like nice things. Oh, I like nice things. Oh, huh? What do we like about each other? That we just want to build a family and have kids?"
Yeah, like that's a lot of people's commonalities. That's not like, specific to y'all.
And then the brother was next. Now I ain't saying nothing, but the brother looked a little. I said, "Who is the brother?" I said, "The parents that now
put that in the bag.
Put that in the bag."
Now they both look like they go to on this other side. To me, the brother was just because the brother was looking. He wasn't really talking too much. He was
he didn't say a lot.
Yeah, he didn't say a lot. See, red flag. And I was like, and then the dad was talking. They're like, "Oh yeah, I love it. Like, oh yeah, she's good for them or something like that, or she's good."
I feel like the mom was really doting on Nick though. It's like he's always been so like compassionate, or I don't know if compassionate is the word that she used, but essentially saying he's always been really in his feelings and intuitive and understanding. Which then I was like, was he your emotional support, ma'am? Like, what are you saying?
because she made this story. Well, she didn't make the story, but she said the story like when he was younger, he said he didn't want to do something. I was like, okay. I said, huh? Girl, what?
Yeah, I
Girl,
was
what?
okay. I don't know. I don't think that they was gonna work. But then when Annie got drunk and I looked at it, I said, oh, she's not with
Yeah,
this. That's Annie's representative with the wine. That is not Annie. She left the building.
They said
yeah.
the fact that Annie's hair looked like that and she's a hairstylist.
I was
on
about to say the
crazy work.
hair was its own character. Like they did it seemed like it was two wigs topped on each other.
it was
What
it was
they say it ain't a wig, it's a helmet. She had on a helmet. And then Nick's mom was a hairstylist. So I was like trying to look at her reaction when she said Annie. Because Nick's mom is a hairstylist.
Oh, I didn't know
my
that.
gosh.
Yeah.
That
I said she's probably judging her right
Did
now.
y'all hear the outside stuff about her with the DUIs and her ex?
oh yeah, the ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
Said she was trying to hide her ankle monitor when she went to work. It was crazy.
the ex-boyfriend was
I
like,
believe all of that.
has two DUIs. I can't even talk. I'm saying allegedly because that's common.
Allegedly, yeah.
But yeah, story time. Ricky said it. Yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. But like had two DUIs and was trying to like hide it. Was like she would all basically he was saying that she would always be like that. Like
Yeah.
this. And I'm like, that's crazy because baby, I ain't got time for no drunk hairstyles messing my hair up. Baby, it's slurring. Babies. I need to be sober.
That's why her hair looked like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so crazy though.
I have this thing where I feel like I can look at people and tell if like their eyes, and I'm like,
it's always the eyes,
okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. And so as soon as she did that, she did like this little drunk look in her head. I said, oh, she's not. Nope.
The best thing threw me off.
Down a little bit.
The best thing threw me off. I was just like, girl, no. And then that's why I was so confused. I was like, y'all, Annie is belligerently drunk, and y'all were. I'm worried about Annie. It was
right.
I worried about Annie and Joe.
I didn't even see them, and that's why I was like, the couples. That's what it was. Chemistry was missing from the couples this season.
Yep.
I would
agree.
It
was like no chemistry. Yeah. I guess it's hard to build that up, but that's what I was like, because like you didn't really see them kiss that much or whatever. You seen like Joe and Madison kiss. I think Madison was definitely like into
Joe.
But the other ones, I don't really know if I've seen that much chemistry.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to Sparkle Megan or?
Oh, I forgot Sparkle Megan and Jordan. Yes, let's talk about. I didn't see chemistry either. Jordan. Okay, we just gonna say justice for Luca. We can start from the beginning. Oh, I do have an episode, baby. When they did that house hunting, baby. Yo, Jordan. Said, yo, I had it down, baby. She said that lady said 2 point. He said, "Why do we need to house?" He said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna sell my $1.5 million house in California." And we get $500.
Was like, whoa.
We get $500 loan. He said, "Your boat is bigger than my boat."
Right.
I said he don't want no more kids, child, because she said an office, a Luca's room, a guest. He said
guest room.
That's still, I feel like for 4 rooms tops is
right,
good. And for a medium time, so that he has time to, you don't.
They said that was her way trying to flex her money.
Yeah, I feel like she constantly was doing that, and then was confused at the end that Jordan's like, I don't make the money that you make. I can't leave with you at 10 a.m. on Wednesday to go play tennis because I have to go to work.
I disagree, but baby, yeah, she was like, play pickleball at 12, and then go get dinner, go to happy hour. Then go back to LA for 2 days. Girl, what?
I have to go work my business.
Right.
I don't really, me personally, I don't know how much I care for Jordan. Everybody's, because he's a single dad child. They was trying to.
I'm not worried about him being a single dad. I mean, you're a parent. You're supposed to take care of your
kid. You're not even a single parent. You have your kid 50-50.
50% of the time, yeah.
Okay. They were trying to get on heartstrings, but also like you could use Luca as an scapegoat, but you could also just say you're boring. Like you don't want to do anything.
Or you like the simple things. You don't really like extravagant things.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I'm with Megan. Because if I could afford a 6-bedroom house, I'm gonna get one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get one.
But I think that's the tension. Like I feel like y'all both knew who each other was, and so why at this point are we really confused that she wants a bedroom house and he wants to stay in his 1-bedroom. You know, like they
I
should
thought
know that about each other.
I was confused.
I feel like his room was in the living room.
It was in a living room, his room, and Luca's was the 1-bedroom. So everybody's
Luca
like,
had
"Oh,
the
that's
bedroom.
so sweet."
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not about to. Now, I'm not saying that people can. I don't know if he's struggling or not, but like we're praising
I
a
don't
man
think he's
for
actually
having.
struggling that bad. I think he could afford the 2-bedroom.
Yeah,
I think he's just a very simple person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
think
know if
that
he's
came across.
struggling. Yeah, I don't know if he's struggling or he is struggling or not. But we're praising the man for having a 1-bed. Sir, get the 2-bedroom for your child.
Get a 2-bedroom. You can
But
have
also 50-50. I think that she did want something different because you remember Mike was trying to get in her and stuff like that. I think that she liked the conversation with them, and that's what like women are attracted to conversation. They like to talk and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so my thing is though, like I did not like how she was using Luca as like she's Luca diabetes as a storyline. That was
yeah. I just wish that we could look up the percentage of people who have type 1 diabetes. And so it's more common than not that you might meet someone who also had it.
People are saying she kind of formed a trauma bond with Luca. Like that was how she was attached to him. And so once that fairy tale fizzled out, she's like, all right.
Yeah, because then did y'all see the restaurant with the family? The sister was like, I had a dream. Yeah, dad came and told me. I said, what?
Sorry. And then to not marry him, but your daddy came into your sister in a dream from heaven and told her, and you still said no.
And did y'all hear when she was like, when Jordan was like, I don't want a nanny. I know you could pay for a nanny. I don't want that either. I was like, oh, he I know Megan did not like that because she probably was thinking we can leave Luca with the nanny. He was like, I don't want a nanny.
He was like, I want to raise my kids. I was like, oh my god, like. But that's what I'm saying.
I just feel like those conversations had to have happened in the pods. Like we did not get all the way to this point, and y'all didn't know that about each other.
Right.
That's what I was saying. She was definitely leading with her money, but I don't think she was leading her money because he was asking her about cars. She's like, I do well for myself and stuff like that. And so I think she went here to try to not do it that well. But I think it's honestly like compatibility. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like people aren't compatible versus some of them compatible, some of them aren't. But like she had a different idea about what her life would look like.
Yeah.
And so she was talking about how she had like these cars and stuff like that. So I was like, I think that she liked that he talked and they didn't really have to talk about money. They didn't really have to talk about it. They talked about different things. My thing is that I just feel like he was so stubborn and that he didn't want to like, I don't want to say change, but he didn't want to like compromise either because
he didn't.
He was just asking for him to talk about his day at work.
Yeah.
That was that. Like, you could be like, my manager made me mad. And that'd have been good enough for her. You over here saying, yeah, no, yeah. Like, that's irritating. Like, and I kind of agree with her, too, because on one hand, you do have a demanding job, and I can understand that. But, like, he's like, I like Luca and Legos. Well, justice for Luca, because he's only here 50% of the time. So what else are you doing?
Legos.
Right.
And so
Legos and adding to his collection of all that like, doing.
Yeah, she wants to have that bond with her man. And literally, it's 3 weeks. So I'm just like, as a person who doesn't like with my job now, I don't have that much high interaction. So of course, I might want to talk to my man when I come home. He does have higher interaction, but like there has to be a balance. And then he's like, I just want to stare at you because you're beautiful. Like what?
No, leave me alone.
I want to talk to you because and so I feel like lifestyle challenges did kind of get in the way, but she literally, honestly, now that $500,000 loan was a bit much, right? But she literally was saying how she would sell her house, and she was talking about taking Luca to France, and he's like, it's not that easy. Well, have you been there? Now
it's really not that hard, actually.
He was so resistant to a lot that she was trying to, and I don't know what that was about.
And so
that's my thing. I'm just like, what were the prompts in the pods? Because I feel like these are like the conversations they were having were not something that you only had to be in person with each other to figure out. Like multiple things, unless he was just being a whole different person in the pods, would have shown you that he was very resistant and very much stuck in his own way of doing things.
I don't think that she's seen that till out after, because then you hear him. He was like, well, this isn't the pods. Well, sir, okay.
But like, don't present yourself one way in the pods and come out here and be completely different.
And so I don't know, because she was saying how like she was okay, which I don't think. See, I knew it because y'all know she allegedly has a baby, right?
Oh yeah, they showed the pictures,
baby. But I was like, I don't think that she's okay with not having no kids, and it made me so much. question herself. But he's over here talking about it's 90% chance, like, I have a vasectomy, but you didn't want no more kids. So then why would you leave with that lie? He even lied about the tattoos. I didn't like that. I didn't think that was funny.
I thought that was childish.
I don't have tattoos. Boy, you have 2 whole sleeves.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he lied.
He had like little tattoos or something, and he's got full sleeves and like a leg piece.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, right? Childish, but he is also 27, and he also has a kid. So yeah, there's that.
Wow.
But and so I didn't like that. So I'm like, I don't know, kind of what they were talking about. But she was really between him and Mike. So I think that she was scared of Mike, and she's like, oh, this is something new. And so for her, she did step out her comfort zone. Now she probably learned that she shouldn't do that.
She shouldn't have done that.
But I think that she was kind of holding on to the fact about that. But then she said, baby, the monitors were going off and everything. Baby, she said she was trying to sleep at night, baby. She was not.
She wasn't having it.
She wasn't used to that.
And that's why she said we will get a nanny.
Yep. He said,
I think that
hear
so much
about
of her. Oh, I'm sorry. No,
go ahead.
I just think so much of her lifestyle is really important to her. And I think that she knew that. You knew that you require maintenance, and it's not little maintenance that Jordan, whatever his name is,
Jordan,
could have.
But she doesn't need. But she don't need him to do that maintenance. So that's why.
Right. But if he's this really simple person who doesn't think any of this extra stuff that you're doing is necessary or needs to happen, or he's not supportive of a lifestyle that, like, you can tell that he is just minimalistic completely. And so I don't think Jordan would have ever been able to be okay with her lifestyle. And I don't think she would have ever been able to be okay with reducing all of what she was able to do for herself to be with Jordan.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I think that it's okay that it happened after. I don't like, you could talk all these things in the pods, but I don't think until you're in it, because I also think love conquers all. Like, even Edmund, like, I love you so much. What, like, they think love conquers all, and love does all too. So I think that they were only like, I love you, let's be together, let's compromise. But he didn't compromise any little thing. So I think that he was going to show him, like, hey, and you don't have to have the finer things of life, but hey, I'm literally, like, I'm a founder, and I heard that she got some what is it called, inheritance or whatever, however she got the money.
Yeah, probably.
I heard that she got that. And also it's okay, because someone's like, well, he could, if your job is draining and you want to be a stay-at-home dad, like, she could even did that for you, whatever. Like, what were these conversations? It's just like he was not budging on.
Yeah, he was very stubborn.
And so I just feel like she probably would have been like, okay, let's figure it out. Like, do you want to get a new job? Do you want to do this? Like, and I like the fact that she said she would sell her house, because how men are like, this ain't your money. Like, she was open to selling her house to move to relocate to Denver. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't get her.
I don't think that the problem was that Megan wasn't willing to compromise. I think Megan wasn't going to compromise to the level of doing exactly what Joe wanted her to do. Oh, and I think that I don't know, for some reason, I feel like that should have prevailed in their conversation in the pods. And that she probably should have, instead of saying, basing her decision on doing something different, she should have really focused on, what actually do I want?
Yeah.
And let that guide her decisions versus, I just need to do something different than what I would do.
Right. She was so focused on that. Yeah.
It didn't work.
Now she got another man. Hopefully that one do work.
Yeah, and a baby, maybe.
Had a baby. What were you going to say, Kamara? Or did you forget?
I don't remember. I forgot. Oh, you know what? It just came back. Did y'all see on social media? Apparently, he has like a book coming out, and they were like, "See, he was trying to promote his book."
Dear Luca, yes, it's Dear Luca.
Baby, I'm never reading that book.
About being kind, and he has his whole thing. Yeah, he really does have it, and it's about being kind in the world. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but is Luca getting the proceeds?
Right, and you should have released that before the show, baby.
Right. Now you're releasing it.
You're not kind to me, so I'm not reading the book written by you.
I'm just like, we talk about, like, he literally is using his kid, like, that was his whole storyline. And I was like, we didn't even get to know his personality, except that he made chicken breast and something. The mama said, "Are you still doing that?"
Oh my gosh.
And the only other thing I feel like we knew about Joe is that Jordan is saying he had that weird relationship with Joe.
Oh yeah, the bromance.
Like, he had more connection with Joe.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was like, we didn't really get chemistry from this. Even personalities. Like, I don't even know who personality we really understand. Child, and I don't even know Annie personality, Madison personality.
Exactly. That's what people are saying.
We
Like
knew Annie's personality disorder.
Yeah. Previous seasons, I feel like we've all been able to say, "Oh, I'm rooting for them," or "I like them," but this season was like,
we don't know who we're rooting for. We don't really know their personalities.
Yeah.
At first, I was rooting for Allie and Anton. I was like, okay, they're gonna make it. Didn't necessarily know their personalities, but everybody was coming for her because they're like, oh, she wants to be taken care of, and like if she wants to, she wants to, right? But you shouldn't judge it. But do y'all know? Did y'all see at the end where the friend called her a heartless beat? Like, girl, then you get with Anton.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. I was like, girl.
And then the white woman tried to come for KB talking about something sapphire and girl.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
you
yeah,
deserve
that
a
was
diamond, and maybe she was a sapphire, and you deserve a diamond.
Well, then you find him a diamond. It looked like you ain't helping him, ma'am.
Right. Miss whoever.
Okay. They're gonna be like this Welsh. Somebody get this Welsh.
That touched me because you always hear like when kids just need one positive adult. So I was like, this was his one positive adult or whatever.
Did you hear her?
Yeah, she was doing too much talking about KB. She didn't need to know it.
Did you hear her also talk about how he got on all his teachers' nerves?
Yes. She made that. Yep.
She said you got on everybody's nerves, but everybody loved you.
Yeah.
Well, can somebody help him? Because why you get on everybody's nerves?
Right.
I'm sorry, he's not.
He said at his senior night, the cooks even came.
The cooks even came.
I said, I believe that.
They said senior night, the cooks love you, whatever. I was like, so does he need a wife? I didn't mean to say husband. Does he really need a wife?
He needs
some help. Like, no.
He needs some therapy. He needs a supportive adult that is in the role of just a supportive adult for him for a little while, and then he can come back and try and find a partner.
Someone said, would y'all buy a house from him?
No.
Because he's a realtor in Denver.
He's about to sell so many houses just so people can get in his space, and I can see it now. Just so they can take pictures and videos.
Like, Evan was my realtor. I hope your house is
Is your house okay?
Because baby, I don't know. He do rollerblade. I'll give him that, baby. He was rollerblading.
He is, yeah. He's getting on up through.
Oh, did y'all peep that? That's another thing. Like Cade, I don't know. Some people think it's cute, and I think I would probably say I will give Edmund. I think he's corny a little bit.
Yeah,
and there's type of cornies, but some women don't like corny men, and she corny men because did you hear when she was like when after he like apologized to her. He brought her flowers, and then the next day they went out, and he was rollerblading, and he was like, "I'm gonna try something new." She said, "Don't try me something." She was like, "Don't try nothing new. Just show me what you know."
Again, she
was
yes.
She was like, she don't want him to mess up. Like she wants somebody that's like, no, he's corny. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I tried it. Like. That's just him.
Mom, what I can do, and they really jump off the ground.
Show me something that you can do. I was with. I said, right. You need a man, but hey. So I was like, okay, but like honestly, all the men were kind of horrible. But I couldn't really Anton. But then I don't know if Nick was horrible. If he was just mean. And then Jordan kind of made me mad.
I just will say Nick definitely stood on business.
He did.
Sure. I don't know nothing else about Nick, and I can't say if I really liked him or not.
Right.
He was stood on business from the day. He's like, yeah, you're telling me that, but like, even if you're telling me you don't need me, but like, what? And then, she was like, I don't love you. He was like, I literally came to help you with your salon. But we ain't seeing the salon, but he went to help her. Like, I forgot what he helped her do. Put it up.
Like, put up something up. Or something
I said, okay, baby.
Did y'all feel the breakup was coming when the conversation first started? Because I didn't see it coming because he was like, I'm glad we're back on the same page. And he's like, he got into it. Yeah. So I don't like how you, and I was like, okay, he's ended it with her. I didn't know it was about to lead into that.
Did y'all see the phone she was texting? She said, pretty sure it's not going to be a wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know.
You knew
but
it.
You know what? I didn't really know, but I was kind of skipping their parts because I skipped their parts in the beginning. I'm sorry. I skipped their parts in the episode 10 and like it was just too much bickering, arguing for no reason. I was just like,
yeah, they were doing a lot of arguing.
Well, I didn't know that. I was like, oh, he's about to. I was like, oh, I was surprised. I didn't think that it was going to be like that. But I said that to say Madison revealed on a podcast episode that her and Joe had to re-record that breakup scene. That wasn't the breakup scene. He broke up with her off camera and said, if I go to the altar, I'm going to say no. So then they did a scene of them breaking up. And I said Madison played herself because I've been like, okay, I'd have been like, Alex, all right, and eating my food. So I'm like, I don't know what Annie and Nick, like, I just don't know like what's scripted, what's not
right.
Don't know like what's re-recorded, because at the end of the day, this is reality TV, it's production, so you just don't know.
You don't never know
how it is. So maybe she could have been caught off guard or whatever. I don't know, but to have that text on that phone, it's like, okay. And then she just texting after it. She's like, I'm not telling you to say no, or I'm not telling you to say yes, but I'm also not telling you to say no. Girl, how you telling him to say anything?
Also, you're not telling him anything because he's already told you what he's going to do.
Right.
I don't know how that scene came up. I don't know if it was re-recorded or how they did it, but I do know that they recorded some scenes. And that's why. Oh, what are you gonna say?
I know. I was just saying, to add to your point, that I do think that this whole season was like lackluster. To be for real,
lackluster. And that's why I'm like, with the KB scenes, like I don't necessarily know, like, because they could have told her to add drama, like could have re-recorded the scene. That man had her driving the snowmobile. I would have called it off then.
And to be for real, when she said, "What if he puts he grabs my arm?" I think that would have been my dumb point, because.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna wait here while this man got me hemmed up until you find security.
When you were talking about if he would protect her if something happened when they were out, and he was like,
"No."
Yeah, yes, you gonna let somebody grab me up, and you just gonna go find security?
He didn't want no smoke.
She just wanted him to say so bad, like, yeah, I'll protect you. I think she just wanted to hear him say,
I'm gonna pull you away from him and get you out of here. I don't mind that you don't like to fight.
Right. He just kept saying, no. She was giving so many different scenarios. No.
No, he said, what if he's your size? But I'm saying she got dragged on the internet for that, because she was like, she got dragged on the internet because they was like, he's a black man. Why would you want him to get in a fight? Like, yeah, she got dragged for that. She's like, so why would you put him in those type of situations? So like that, someone's like, oh, she must have been in that situation before, something like that. Yeah. Oh, and then didn't his mama say something about KB's Instagram or something like that?
I don't remember that.
Did y'all see her Instagram?
I did see her Instagram.
Hold on.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's very interesting. She's cute. She's a cute girl. You know, she has all her party stuff going on, different things like that. But yeah, her Instagram is Calibria. We looked it up last week. I was like, okay, girl, someone said she better be on Perfect Match. I was crying. I don't really see that. Okay, so I don't see nothing bad with her Instagram. That's just who she is, and that's what she wants to show. That's fine. I don't like respectability.
Right.
Like, oh, just because she's a social worker, like, why would her clients be following her on Instagram? You know?
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
This is her thing. And so, but then everybody's judging it. It's like, okay, she got cute pictures. Okay, she just like, first of all, Mom, how you even know about Instagram?
It seems like you got way more to deal with.
Way more to deal with than the Instagram. So I didn't really care for that, but yeah, you can see what her pictures are like. They're okay. Well, they're not bad. They are risque. That's what I would say. Her pictures are risque. She has risque pictures. Can you see? You can tell.
I can't find her Instagram. What is it?
Oh, it's Chloe. K-L-Y.
Okay.
And everybody's following her. I'm not following her, but everybody is.
Oh, I think that's it.
Yeah. Now she's at 36. Yeah, I'm like, because she was at 33, 20, and I know that's how I know the season is not that good, because if there was a good season, she'd be at 100K, 200K, 300K. Right. Like I looked at everybody. Edmund's at 10K. Baby Nick or something like they at 7,000. Not Nick. Anthony is at 6,000. Yeah, I went to look. I was like, I know the season's not doing well, because the way that they would have been at 100K by now, so many people watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Megan,
it's so funny. There's somebody that that I know that's like liking all of her pictures. What you think you got a shot, boy?
Not at all.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, and Sparkle Megan Sparkle Megan has 86,000.
Oh, she's moving up. I think I saw 70.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think she has the most, but I don't know if she has a following right before it. But that's how I know if the season is doing well. People are following people, and they're not really following people this season. I don't know if they follow people last season.
Do you think that any of the couples will go to their other connections?
I'm sure a couple have tried. I'm sure a couple have sent some DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, 'cause right when they get done, they be like, boo boo, like they be messaging them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was thinking about Patrick and Anna maybe, but then she was coming hard for him at the episode. Like,
yeah, I didn't like that at all.
person, girl, yes, because you left me. What else was I supposed to do?
He said you left and you were my number one, and she said that you proposed to another girl. Girl, you were gone.
Right. She wasn't getting it. She wasn't getting it.
Okay, I don't see you. Bye.
And he's like, you weren't there anymore.
What else was I supposed to do? What more do you want from me?
I was supposed to leave too. You didn't even tell me you were leaving.
Right.
Oh yeah, because that other guy, Brian, that was his name.
Or the one that was Annie's other match?
Blake left. Wasn't his name Blake?
Blake? I don't remember the name.
It was somebody. It was Megan. Megan had another.
She had 3?
Or somebody, because Megan had Mike and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it? It wasn't Madison. Yeah, I thought it was because somebody left because because Jordan was like, oh, I almost ghosted you. I was like, that's not funny. She literally just got ghosted. Yeah, because somebody else left.
I forgot his name.
I thought his name was Blake.
There's a Blake that was on this one.
Mm-hmm. I think it was.
I just don't remember who his connection was. So
I thought it was Megan. Yeah, Blake was on this one. His connection, he had 2 connections. I think one was Anna. And Megan.
Yeah, I think it was
Anna and Megan.
No, I don't remember him.
Oh yeah, well he left pretty early.
Yeah.
This is him.
No, I found him, but I just don't remember his story at all.
Oh yeah, I remember him because she got ghosted, and because Patrick was like, Anna. Maybe he said it enough for failure.
Also, Patrick scares me a little. I think he got something going on. I don't know.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, because he's like super, or he's just like an anxious person. Maybe he has some like social issues, but he's super jittery. I felt like his interactions were always super jittery. And then I think also similarly to like when KB was like leaving that door open a little bit, the girl that left Patrick before they ever made it to Mexico also did that. Like, quit jumping on this man, quit kissing on this man if you ain't gonna be with him.
Yeah, that was.
She was lying. She made a bold face lie. What was her name?
Bold face lie for sure. I don't remember what her name
was. She was like, he needs someone that's going to be so in love with him. Oh, kind of what KB did say that too. You need somebody that's going to be 100% for you. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, Patrick's like, yeah, I take it. I genuinely. She said, I don't find him attractive. But how you lying to that man?
Literally lied to his face and acted like you found
the production. You know the production is going to show that. There's something how the production is being
messy.
Yes.
Like, you know, they was going to show that. And they said that the production was being messy because I thought Allie said that Anton ate healthy. I guess she said that Anton doesn't eat healthy at all. And so then on the wedding scene, she was like, I don't like his selection of food. And then they went to him and he was drinking alcohol and eating some of the food.
You're so messy.
Production is messy.
They will cut to a scene on you real quick.
Because why did they do that? And I was kind of confused. I was like, they have to have so many cameras because I was like, didn't it look like it was a reception? I'm sorry. Like when they were doing previews, didn't it look like at least there was one reception?
I don't remember.
I thought like it was something that it looked like it was a reception. I don't know. It looked like it was a reception.
They probably clipped it from another season or something. Just to make
or a different scene, like when they were doing the bachelorette party and all that. We had that too.
Well, they said that they didn't really show the bachelorette party. They said that was the first time that there was no weddings. They didn't really show that much.
Yeah.
They showed the man, but the man's was kind of like bland. Yeah, because you remember the DC one, they went to a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they went all out. They had final last dates, like fancy dates. They didn't do any. I don't remember seeing.
Yes.
Nobody made it far enough.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't.
They did do dates because Ashley and Tyler, they went on that little airplane thing.
Mm-hmm. She should have took that man directly to jail. That's where she should have took Tyler.
That is they tried to do with KB and Edmund. They tried to do the snowmobile thing. That was kind of cute, but it was so funny to me in the episode of Mexico because KB and I don't know why they was talking about that, but they was like, yeah, we think Madison and Joe are going to make it. That the scene before Madison and Joe was fighting.
Madison and Joe fought the entire time. I didn't think that they were going to make it.
Oh
yeah, she was too much. Like, girl, I just feel like she was trying to receive. She needed so much validation. Like, even when she was with the parents, she's like, "I hope they like me." I'm the girl. I hope you can get their name. Like,
and the whininess.
Yeah,
when he was clearly drunk. Why are you trying to hold a conversation with somebody that is clearly drunk? She's like, "What? What are you talking about? I don't understand." Of course you don't understand. He's drunk.
Man, well, left the party to go pass out.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to the couch, and then he's like, he was like, okay, he went to sleep. She was
like, I just woke up.
She was pissed, and she's like, well, I'm
You're
just
not going to check on me.
Yeah, he's incoherent.
He doesn't know.
But also, I think that he really wasn't trying that hard because he wasn't interested in her. I
that too.
That, like,
I agree.
I think that he wasn't trying that hard because of that. And so, like, it was just like, okay, girl, like, are you going to get it yet? And yeah, she just needed so much validation. Like, I came here because of this, that. Oh, they did the little, in Mexico, they drove the thing or whatever. I just didn't like how he wanted to be all on top of her, but it's like, you don't even think she's cute. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the villain because, well, he didn't take it in, but he took it pretty close, baby. That tux, he broke down. But he took it all the way through, but they're not saying that he wasn't a villain. And he got a whole other girlfriend, and the girlfriend talking. On the podcast episode. Yeah, he has a whole other girlfriend.
So he had a girlfriend the entire time, or
no, he had a girlfriend after, but his connection with Casey or something like that. They saying that Casey went on dates. You know that single thing? They were like, he went on a couple dates with Casey after, but his new girlfriend said that Casey was trying to get in between their relationship. Well, not in between it, but was still trying to talk to her while he was dating this. But Joe looked different too now because Joe got that beard, and she, like, the new girl, like, yeah, he grew that because I told him to.
I also want to talk about, like, I think people can get filler and Botox, whatever they want to do, but I'm like, the last couple of seasons, the girls have been doing it up.
After they get done with the show?
No, I think during
the show,
because you can see, like, it's the lip flip for me.
It's always the lip.
They were talking about Allie. They was like, yeah, she got something done because she don't look like her family. I said, ooh. I don't pay attention to the lip filler book.
Did you hear when her sister was like, I think it was her sister, somebody in her family was like, well, I don't approve of this, but I support you essentially.
I was like, oh, that's rude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, who are you? And I do feel like the friends kind of weighed on her, like, because they are dragging Allie because they was like, do you want to be with a truck driver? Like, that's not really looked as a good job. Not a good job, but like looked at as like a And somebody was on Facebook, my husband is a truck driver. He works hard.
Of course they are. Well, nobody's talking about you and your husband.
Right.
So they get so mad, and they're like, truck drivers need to be honored. They bring all of our stuff to us. So, they was going in.
Not they need to be honored. Like, I appreciate they were like,
they don't need to be like SHIT on because they're like, they our transportation, so it's big. And she's in one truck driver. He's like, he makes good money. She was like, enough to get Botox. So I was so weak. Like, it was not enough money to make that. But yeah, they were talking about, I guess they were shallow on the friends because they were like, oh, he's a truck driver. Like, he doesn't make enough money. But I guess I was confused because I'm like, okay, so does Allie want to be a stay-at-home something, or does she want, like, you're going to school? So I'm like, are you
Why are we getting advanced nursing degrees if you want to stay at home?
Yeah, so
it's your business, I guess, but
I'm not about to be going to no rigorous program of nursing and waking up doing clinical. Now it might be another degree I might get, but
that's a lot of work. Yeah,
nursing ain't one degree that I'm about to be staying at home.
I'm gonna do something like, I see this girl on TikTok and she's a work from home nurse and she just like verifies charts and stuff. You got to do something.
Wow. Are you talking about Marty San Diego?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, she's on YouTube too. But yeah, she does. She works from home. But yeah, I was like, so I was confused. So I'm like, are you not wanting to help or pitch out or whatever? And like, it is okay if you don't want to do it, but then don't get mad because you are going to have to kind of, change up your life.
Reduce your lifestyle. Yeah,
like she doesn't want to. I'm like, what was you doing before this? Like, was your last man made of money? I'm confused. But you want a house and you're going to school to be like a nurse. So I just don't think that you're not going to have no money.
Right.
I also think part of what they need to highlight as a part of this, when you find people that are and I don't know how they would suss this out, but like when you find people that are desperate to be in love or desperate to be in a relationship, then of course all of this stuff is really like they'll make a connection in the pods, sure. But at the end of the day, what made them make the connection was their desperation to actually be in love. I don't know if it's necessarily the connections that they had in the pods. Outside of like the first season, I felt like this was just maybe a group of people who like are just trying something new and seeing what works. I think as we gotten into these later seasons, it feels like that at least they portrayed these people to be very desperate to be in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Do you think?
And I think that's where like you get Sparkle Megan making the decision to ignore her own lifestyle and what she wants in order to do something different because she hopes that this works. Like doing something different works because she's desperate for the ending, to the outcome to be a wedding and a marriage.
Or even Madison, because she going blind, so she
Lord,
wants a man.
yeah, Madison for sure was desperate to be in a relationship.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Because I feel like Joe gave her 1,000,001 reasons to
Oh my gosh, yes.
to not do it.
And I was like, it's so sad because she doesn't see what we see with production. But I'm like, I'd be like, well, what did you think when you was in it? Like, what do y'all be thinking? And also I've said that not last season, I guess the season before that, but oh yeah, like the DC, like the women be so desperate to find love. And I feel like they do like harp on that and like prey on that. Like the women are gonna do whatever, like oh God. Like I mean, I actually don't think KB was desperate. I don't think
I don't think that
she didn't get desperate.
Yeah, she didn't get desperate.
They need to also stop finding people on Instagram because one of the girls, I forgot her name, she's been answering questions about Micah or whatever. Y'all remember Micah, the blonde girl? She's been answering questions and she's like, yeah, they pick a lot of people off Instagram, like people that don't even audition. You have all these people that supposedly audition, and y'all are picking people from Instagram? And you're just messaging them saying, do you want to go on the show? Of course, people are like, oh, yeah. I want to grow my following. So it's just weird that they're focusing more on that now.
Yeah, they want people who want to, they're looking for people who going to post, who going to look good, and that's what they want. Yeah, and that is that. And then, newsflash, well, not newsflash, but plot twist, Micah gay. Well, I don't want to say she gay. She might be bi. She dating a girl.
What? I didn't know that.
Is it Micah?
Yeah, Micah. Oh.
Yeah, I think Micah's dating a girl.
Really? The blonde?
Yeah, she was like, was it Micah and Irene? Yeah, I think she's dating a girl. One of the Love is Blinds who made it to the end, they're dating a girl. Yeah, because Micah was with the dude Ian yeah, I think she's dating a girl now.
Oh, okay.
I swear she's dating a girl. But even I think it wasn't Kate. One of the girls, oh no, it was Kate. One of the girls was like, yeah, my boyfriend told me to come on here. Like, why are you on here to do what?
And then she was like, she'll stop talking to him if this works or something like that. I'm like, what is happening?
He wasn't Patrick was not feeling that. Patrick was little. He was like, no. Yeah, I think I think Micah, I think she dates a girl now. I'm trying to get to her page, but I think she dates a girl now. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, Mike. I'm thinking I'm getting them confused. No. Micah was Kwame. Oh no, sorry. Micah's
Chelsea
not.
Is Kwame. Chelsea is the one that's.
I didn't say Micah was coming. Micah was interested in Kwame. So no, it was a different season. It wasn't Micah. It's another. No, because so Micah was interested in Kwame. No, it wasn't Micah. It was that girl who was with Ian and she made more money than Ian. I forgot her name. I think that was Houston or Dallas. Was that Austin, Dallas, Houston, child? One of them cities. Maybe it was Dallas. Oh, yeah, maybe it was Dallas. Yeah. So, no, Micah is not. Well, I don't know what Micah is, but that's not who I was talking about. Okay. I'm talking about the other girl in the other season. So we're just going to add that part out there. But yeah.
They put up this chart for Megan and Jordan, and it says Yapper 82% and Yapper 10% for Jordan, and then it says percent of actual sparkles we saw 12% for Megan. Like I didn't see that many sparkles for you to be
Yeah,
Sparkle Megan.
I don't know why I was kind of annoyed with the whole Sparkle Megan thing because I was like, if you have a nickname, I've never seen somebody that has a nickname keep calling themselves the nickname. Like it's more so other people are saying it more. Yeah, because I'm Sparkle Megan, I'm Sparkle Megan, I'm Sparkle. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, that was the boiled chicken thing. Yes, he was the one that boiled.
Yeah,
yes, he was.
Yeah,
and
that was
dropped it.
disgusting.
She tried that. She said,
She tried it.
She said, I go to brunches. I do not. I don't know what this is, baby, but this is not what I eat, child. People were saying that her friends don't call her Sparkle Megan. I feel like she tried to use that as a
yes, she was just trying to push it. Like,
girl, you are 33. Like, we're not sparkling. Like,
okay, so they did one for KB and Edmund too, and so it said attracted to Edmund 1%. And tired of Edmund 93%. And it says the day she knew he wasn't the one, day one. Edmund, it says thought he was getting some 93%, and his emotional maturity was 7%. And then there's a little line and it says how quickly the toe kisses escalated.
How quickly what?
The toe kisses escalated.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm doing everything for you, giving me a massage.
Right.
That's it. What are you talking? He's so childish.
I was just upset though because I was like, why we see all these people in the pods, but we ain't see them, like not even the pods. We see them in the room, like that room, but they wasn't in the pods.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
Like, let's get them in the pods. Like, why are we seeing people, especially that
That's
black?
what I was thinking. Maybe some people will make reconnections because they were heavy on people, like, you know, the singles coming back and talking to people. And so I'm wondering if Sparkle Megan and Oh Boy reconnect, or if I can't remember his name, Annie's other connection reconnect too.
I don't know Annie's other connection.
Because remember, he was like up into the very end, and she was like, "You didn't fight for me like Nick did."
Oh
yeah.
I can't remember his name though, but she wouldn't have went to Mike because she couldn't trust Mike. So I don't think because he was trying to talk to her at the reunion, or not the reunion when they did that, but they do that just to be messy. Like, oh, let's meet all the singles.
Yeah,
they probably do. Probably meet each other and see each other because they probably do be around. But they
remember the last season, I think. When was it the last season? I think it was where what was his name? I'm gonna forget his name, but one of the dudes literally cheated on his connection with
the black girl,
one of the singles. No, it was the girl that he cheated on had like blonde hair, and she attended the reunion by Zoom. But like he cheated on her and then was with the girl that he had another connection with.
I remember. And then they came to the reunion together, right? Yeah. And was talking about
I
remember that. Yeah, that was
I can't remember. I'm about to find their names because it's gonna mess up.
I didn't watch last season because I couldn't get through the pods. I was falling asleep.
It was a hard one.
Yeah, this is the only season that I know. And y'all know what's so funny is I guess I didn't know if Kinetic or Netflix, whatever, they're on Married at First Sight. They were saying that Married at First Sight Denver was horrible too. So I was like, baby, they're not about to go back to They say
Denver is boring people.
Isn't good. So yeah, I don't know. But that's funny. Yeah, I didn't watch that last season, so I didn't really know too much about it. But obviously we know love is not blind. And it takes more than just love for a relationship. But yeah, I just feel like they was coming a little bit harder on I wrote it down like they was just coming for
7.
Like the KB hate was wild. I just really didn't care for that. And I feel like if they would have ended it like the last episode, there'd have been no like weddings. So that's what I feel about that one. Yeah, I can't remember the season before Minnesota. Was that the DC season? I'm not really for sure. Because this is 9, this is 8. I don't know what season 7 was.
DC was 7.
Oh, DC was 7. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe you were right about that 8. Because that's when I saw.
Oh, well, we forgot about the quarter black man, Steven.
Oh, Steven and Monica.
Season 7.
It's crazy because Monica's on What's the Reality podcast now. I think she's having a baby. Or she's trying for a baby. She got a new man. Yeah. Y'all better get the tea on What's the Reality if y'all could watch AD's podcast. She's on there right now. Well, I mean, she went live today, and then it was KB. Yeah, she be getting all the people on there. I think KB's gonna come back again, but I don't really know.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, she's gonna get some of those people because they're probably all in LA, so they're probably just boom, 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 getting them. So yeah, the season of Denver was very interesting. Do y'all know where they're going next?
No. I wonder if they'll announce it at the reunion. What do y'all think about? Well, I don't want to jump the gun, but I was about to say something about the reunion. Go ahead.
No,
what you were saying?
No, you could say.
I was gonna say, I mean, now that nobody got married, what are we gonna talk about at the reunion?
I know.
That's where all the tea's gonna come out. That's where the tea's gonna come out. Well, I was trying to think of where. I thought it was out of Cincinnati. I think it's in Ohio. I think the next season is Ohio.
Ohio is crazy.
That is crazy.
Ohio. Because you remember season 7, they announced the new, and then they brought the quote on the
show.
Audience. Like what? I think that it's gonna be a lot of talking of maybe like why they didn't get married. I know because I'm like nobody's gonna be sitting by each other. Like no couples are gonna be sitting by each other. They probably hate each other now.
Exactly.
So, I think well we all know like there's gonna be an announcement there. So I feel like it's just gonna be like a where are y'all now? Like, this was filmed 2 years later. Where are y'all now? I heard they said Madison gonna go in on Joe. And they're gonna ask Joe.
I know she is.
And so they're gonna ask people they in the relationship, what they have been doing. They're gonna ask your question. Did anybody else hook up?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what the reunion is gonna give. I know now that there's nobody married, it's just like, what are we doing?
Right.
Dang, I cannot find this girl. Maybe it was season 7.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in season 7. That's a lot. Season 7 was a lot going on.
But I feel like there's only so many of these I kept up with. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out at a different time. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I think that about the reunion. But now I'm just like, because now it's no. That's why I wish they could have gave us a reunion tonight too. Because it's not like I'm not enticed to have to watch the reunion.
No, yeah.
Like, well, you already know that nobody stayed together because nobody
made it. Yeah.
So that's what I think.
The best tea that they got is that Sparkle Megan might be pregnant by somebody.
Yeah,
she is pregnant, but it's like she's not pregnant by Jordan. Do we really care?
Right.
Or by Mike. Now that would be some tea that I would tune in for.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But the way that the man is looking, it don't look like Mike. Someone said that. Someone said she had a baby by Jordan, but that's the nanny. The man holding the baby. I was weak, baby. The internet is literally.
Oh my god,
they play far too much. Actually,
they did say yes. They did. So
you have to go and see Edmund's dad's haircut, though.
I'm gonna go look.
It's like got a weird dye situation like going right at the top.
There's like nothing around. I'm like, did he cut that on purpose? I don't know. Madison's probably going to talk about how her and Joe seen each other, and after because she talks about that on the episode.
I think it was season 6.
They're probably going to season 6.
No. What was AD season?
Season
7, right?
No, it was either season 5 or 6 because she was in Charlotte. Season 7 was DC.
Okay, so it was the season AD was on, and her name was Laura. Laura was the one that got cheated on. I don't know what her.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I think it might be interesting to your point. Maybe if another show is coming out, like Perfect Match, something like that, they might announce like, "Oh, Perfect Match is coming," or like, "Oh, this person's gonna be." Because you remember last season they kept talking about Jessica. They announced that she was going to be Perfect Match or something else. So I feel like that's probably what they're going to do, since because they have to keep us entertained for an hour because none of the couples got married.
Literally. Okay, so it was Laura, and then he cheated with Sarah Ann.
Sarah Ann. Yep.
What? Who?
What was
his name?
Was he black?
No, he was white.
Oh, that's what I don't know.
They ended up breaking up.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, yep.
Jeremy cheated on Laura with Sarah Ann.
Yeah, remember they met up in some kind of. She found the messages on the episode that they met up somewhere.
And then she followed his. She saw his GPS was near her house, their Ann's house during the episode. It was crazy.
With her.
Yeah, I think so. Or at least they did some sneaky stuff at the very least. But yeah, I think he slept with her.
Oh, and Jeremy came with Sarah Ann to
to
the.
the reunion, and Laura was there on the screen.
Yes, I do. Laura's like, yeah, he went to her house or something like that.
Yep.
It was shown. It was shown on production. It was shown on the show, right?
They're messy.
Messy. Yes. I try to say all white folks' business, but yes.
Yes.
Oh, I do remember that. And we was like, why are you going to her house? Oh, because it was like sometime in the morning or something like that, right? Like 1 or 2 in the morning. And he was just like, he couldn't sit or something like that. And yeah, we like, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh my gosh. That's why I be saying the men be so horrible.
They're
like
the worst. No, literally, I agree.
Because you be getting them off of, like she said, you be getting them off of Instagram. Like they don't care. Even this one dude said, he was like, I don't want to, he said, I literally just got divorced. I don't want to be on the show. I don't want to like lead nobody on. Cause then he's like, I'm going to get looked at as the villain. And so they just slide into people's Instagram, and they just find people, but it's like, yeah, they're not really ready for it. So it's like, it's just so sad. Cause I'm like, love could still be like the show could still be entertaining and it could be positive.
It could be,
with, I mean, everything with drama, like even if it's not negative, like there's drama. I mean, it could be boring drama.
Right.
But there could still be stuff. It could still be messy situations. Like even if we see Sparkle and Jordan, like they're just not compatible.
Right.
So it's like that's still drama, and we can still have it. But like, get people who want to do it. Like, I mean, Brett and Tiffany, they weren't like born. They were cool, but we didn't really get to see that much of them because they didn't have that much mess. But even that, like, she had to move out of. Well, she moved from Seattle to Portland.
Yeah.
And then they talked about that with Kwame. Kwame had to move too or whatever. So I'm like, there still could be stuff. It doesn't have to be so messy as in like so sleazy, like I'm not attracted to you or like you do. It's like,
or if you think about even Lauren and Cameron White, and Lauren's daddy was like, "You're bringing a white boy home?"
Exactly.
Or like what Barrett and Barrett. Well, I can't remember his name. Amber.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Amber's credit score and her
financial
that was
hilarious.
but they're still together right now. They just had a baby.
She said that was a lot. And shout out to Lauren and Cameron because Lauren and Cameron just had their baby too.
Yeah.
So cute. Yeah. Well, you know, production. They talked about it on. Of course, you see, I listen to podcasts. They talked about it on Lauren and Cameron's podcast. Amber talked about that, and that's why actually Amber don't really fool with Love Is Blind. Yeah, because she was just like, they lie and they make it up. She was like, my credit. She said that she didn't have student loans. I think Barnett did.
Barnett, that's his name, not Barrett. Yeah, Barnett.
The way that the story spin, it was like she just quit her job, but then and like she has student loans, but she was like, no, he has student loans, something like that. Like it wasn't that big of a deal, but they had to find something. And I mean, I would rather be like something like that. That's kind of dumb, but I mean, that's a real life situation, right?
Yes.
Like, you know, I gotta take on your debt, child. How much I gotta pay to Sally Mae? Like, it could still be regular, but it doesn't have to be like cheating, finding people on Instagram and then they cheat. Right. They don't want to. They just want to get their followers up, or even Clay. Like, quite as it kept, I don't know if Clay wants to go on to promote his business because now he out here doing jet skis and beach skis.
I'm telling you, Clay couldn't sell me a Reese's, and I love Reese's. I went by. I can't stand Clay.
Why can't you stand him?
He's annoying and he's raggedy. Have you ever heard him talk on TikTok? Like he was taking up for Edmund, talking about you just can't be the good guys. What you mean she not gonna give you none, man? You should. You're just problematic. You be one of them people in somebody's ear telling them the wrong thing to do, and you're also an idiot. Like why are we listening?
That one girl.
Stand Clay.
What's her name? Celine, the one girl.
Who?
The main. She's what those words are.
Oh, She's a 304. What's her name?
Great.
Selena Powell.
Yeah, Selena Powell. Yeah. So I'm not saying.
Yeah, and he was with her, and his mama had to come to social media to be like, "Look, y'all quit sending them nasty videos."
Right. I forgot about that.
I was like, I'm not saying that he's a good person. I was saying that I don't think that he's that bad. I don't think he was bad on the show, but some of his takes or whatever, like he talks about it, he says things on whatever. People are asking him questions, and he's just responding. I don't know nothing about him talking about Evan, but he is like, I'm just gonna be the bad guy. So he just hates that like people hate him. But I'm like, you lied to that girl. Like I do think you're a liar and you let her on, but I don't really want to think that he's a bad guy because sometimes it's just like, well, we need to hold AD accountable too, in a sense, like, girl, you let him play with you the whole entire time. But they were saying that I heard that Clay wasn't even trying to record. We barely seen them together. Like they were not recording the show.
I think I had a bad taste in my mouth about Clay from the episodes, and it got even worse
with TikTok.
I've seen him on social media. Yeah.
I do see him on TikTok. I just kind of scroll and like pass it. I just be like, okay, boy. Some stuff I'm like, okay, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, no. Yeah, so
when he was with the Selena Powell girl, made his mama get on Instagram, I said, all right, that's enough.
It was when he was on Dear Future Wifey for me, knowing he ain't looking for no wife.
Wow.
Clay.
With his mama.
Because like, it did seem like he had some sort of like insight or remorse, at least at the reunion. Maybe if I'm remembering correctly, Clay was like, you know,
whatever. He's in therapy or something. He says something about something. That's
everybody's line. Oh, that's what they're gonna say this time. They're gonna be like, I went to therapy for a year. Okay, that's what they're gonna say.
Don't be the treatment plan.
But even AD left the door open for him too, and they were talking about that. So I'm just like, okay,
wrap that up. Literally, I can't deal with Clay at all.
Yes.
Well, he's the only person worse than Clay is Liler.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just
Liler is terrible.
He definitely is, but it's just like the women that they have had.
Yeah, and I'm not too far off Ashley either.
Yeah, it's like the women didn't really hold them accountable, but it's kind of hard. And I'm not saying that they should be accountable. But I don't know I don't know if he applied for it or they just found him either.
Who, Liler?
Yeah, I don't know if they found
him. Ain't no telling, because I could definitely see him lying his way into
exactly.
And then Clay, I think they
might have found Clay because Clay is good looking. So like I could understand your like wanting him to be on your show.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, so that's the black man on the show. Besides Brett, you know, Lylers and Clays and Edmonds and
Alex.
Who's Alex?
Alex is the white black man. Ain't that his name? Didn't I just say that was his name? The one that was with Monica?
Oh no, that was Steven.
Steven, not Alex.
Yeah, Steven. Yeah.
Steven was so confusing. Then he's like, I did cheat. She was like, you owe me $100 some money.
Cash at me, baby.
Cash at me, yes. She said, cash at me, baby. She said, you owe me money. He's like, I did.
Yeah. It was the eyes for me. It was going to his eyes.
I was like, what? This is crazy.
Something is really wrong with Steven. Steven said, yeah, I'm like a quarter black and now I feel super connected.
What? Oh, and we get Tim's. That's who we get. We get Tim's, Clay's, Lylers, and who else did I say?
And what's his name too? That was with Alex.
Yeah, Tim. That's his name.
You said Tim's.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, and that's who we get. Tim, Lylers, Edmund, and Clay's.
Yeah, throw them all away. No, what's his name? The one that was with Virginia.
I think his name was Devin.
Devin. Yeah.
Devin. Yeah, he like played her or something like that.
That boy was MAGA.
And he wasn't trying to tell. Like, I watched Virginia's podcast episode, but I didn't watch the season.
I watched her interview with AD, and he was not trying to. Well, she wasn't trying to throw him under the bus.
And that's what I'm saying. We'd be trying to say,
I would have called the bus right on over.
Maybe the bus would have been over till turn over. And that's what I'm saying.
Trying to act like he had a ibuprofen or Tylenol addiction.
Yes. What are you talking about?
Those are non-habit forms.
And then what happened with the money that he didn't give her?
He didn't give her. Yes.
He tried to keep the money.
Yes, and the women over here be like, I just be so graceful. No, girl, F it up. Like, I can't stand that. Like, that's one thing I can't stand about this show is like they try to be so graceful and kind, baby. And white girls be spilling the tea. Y'all need to spill the tea. Like,
they be bringing screenshots, printed out.
Mm-hmm. Like, he played you. Like, we do not have to be this graceful. We don't say nothing. No, because then it lets them keep doing it, even in the situation of Lila or Tyler. I don't know how she would have found out, but like, you could just keep doing it. Like Clay, keep on you just keep on doing it. Like, okay, I don't want to get married because my dad cheated on my mom 30 years ago. Okay, next. Like, I don't have no kids. Yes, you do have kids. Why are you lying? You have 3.
Then you have sperm babies.
And then that
we
turned into a
realized that
whole thing.
actually them is your natural kids.
And them is not even sperm
babies.
babies.
That.
They're lying on national TV and got actually like, yeah, they're sperm babies. Girl, what?
I wouldn't know.
And now you're like, oh yeah, I don't believe it. Well, girl, they've been telling you that.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Yeah. And so I just feel like, yeah, it's like, can we get some more like better black
representation?
Yeah, I don't like it's like what somebody said. I'm watching Ready.
Oh, what about the one dude? I think
for the rest of the time they
also
said
from the
people in their 30s or 40s.
I think he was also in the DC one, but he got with a white girl. He was like really tall and he had like braided hair. He was the school principal.
Oh, I remember that. What was his name?
I don't remember his name either.
That situation was funny too. How
that was messy.
Oh yes, he did not like her, right? He didn't like her.
I didn't know if he didn't like her, she didn't like him, but they didn't make it all the way.
No, she wanted to like him, and he told her that he wasn't feeling her. Yeah, he would literally come home and do nothing or like play his game or something like that. She's like,
Didn't they say he would be on his phone all the time and stuff?
Yes, yes. We was like, do he not like her?
Kenneth.
Yeah, we didn't know who he liked. Like we didn't know.
Yeah.
The only men that we love is Marshall and Brett.
I love
because then you have what you call it? I forgot his name in Dallas. He was horrible with Raven. SK horrible. Yes. Lying and cheating, and they going on TikTok talking about it. And somebody else that I forgot, but it was SK. It was another black man. Was there another black man on?
I don't know because I didn't keep up with the middle seasons. I've watched the first couple, and then I've since season.
Oh yeah, I watched the Dallas one. I watched the Dallas one. I'm like, people love Marshall. I don't know how much they love Kwame because Kwame's trying to mill one for Chelsea right now. They're not feeling that.
They are going at Chelsea so hard. He's like, y'all, she's not part of the casting, and they're like,
yes, she is.
Yeah.
So that's definitely memory lane. It's the 9th season. I hope they stop at the 10th season, and I do
let it go.
I do think it is.
I like Love Is Blind. Like I do watch it actually. I've watched the last. Well, let me take that back. I've watched the last like 3 seasons, so I had something to talk to one of the people in my cohort about because she watches it. So we have something besides school to talk about. We talk about Love Is Blind, so that's why I've really started watching it again.
Oh yeah, and I think that it could be a good show, and I think it'd be cool. But I just need them to like get better people.
They need to revamp. Yeah.
Like if you get better people, we can watch it.
Take a breather.
Not even that everybody necessarily has to get married because it's fine. Like having those conversations, like but at least something has some chemistry. But like everybody might not be compatible. But like at least everybody is there. Because the goal is to kind of get married, so you get more serious people. And I was trying to say the reason why I felt like it was kind of real life dating, which is not the thing of this, which is not the goal, but it's like y'all ghosting people, y'all leaving people.
Yeah.
Like it's giving real dating, and that's not what we're trying.
Real expectations,
right?
Not having the conversations you should be having.
Yeah, to be so deep in it or whatever. So I think it's a good show, but I'm just like, we need some better men and less desperate women. But I feel like we always talk about this when I talk about Love Is Blind. Like the women look so desperate, like they be like, I'm 30, I'm ready to get married.
Right.
You know, like in Bad Girls Club, at one point in Bad Girls Club, they brought the therapist on.
Oh no, I didn't know.
There was a part of Bad Girls Club, like when they started, they would be just like fighting and just doing crazy stuff. And then one season they decided to get a therapist, and they brought a therapist onto the Bad Girls Club. It didn't help anything; they were still fighting. But I'm like, when does Love Is Blind do that? Like, when do
they should do that?
You should bring a couples therapist. Yeah. Like once people have decided,
like Married at First Sight, have someone.
Married at First Sight, they have therapists, don't they?
Yeah, they kind of check. I mean, they're like the host of the show, but they're also double as that. Yeah, and so they come and check in on them and talk to them. Like they need something in Love Is Blind. They said Nick and what's her name, Vanessa. You see them one time.
Yeah, what is y'all doing, bro?
They said, somebody said. Now I don't know if this
wasn't really in this season at all.
Yeah, somebody was like, they didn't come to the weddings. They knew that they was gonna say no. I was weak. But I was like, did they come? Yeah, they was like, they didn't come to the weddings. You see them at Mexico, and then you see them at the dressing rehearsal thing, whatever. But yeah, I feel like they don't really get to intertwine that much. But yeah, therapists would be cool. But it's crazy because they do the same show, not them, but like Kinetic or Netflix, they do marriage. Like, and so it's like, why wouldn't you bring,
they need a therapist. Like, y'all are having all these deep conversations, but it needs to be mediated clearly.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Like couple therapy, like, okay, so what are you looking for? What are you looking for? It's like after they get it, then it's like, let's seal this deal. I'm looking for the same thing. Then Jordan and Megan might not have kept going. But yeah, so yeah,
and maybe somebody would have warned KB, like, I don't think he's getting no better than this. Because she mentioned his potential, and they could have said potential's not enough, hun.
Right.
Yeah, she said it. She's like, and I hate that for women that we always see. Well, I'm not saying they always potential because I don't date potential. I need to know what I'm getting.
Yeah, you need to get. I am a person that believes in someone's potential. Like maybe we're not exactly where we need to be, and maybe we can get there. That's why I see KB, but at the same time, I'm like. But I think was nowhere near where we needed to be.
Yeah.
It's different when your potential is taking you from here to here versus your potential needing to take you all the way over there.
Yeah, and I guess when I'm saying potential, like she's looking for someone to be married. Like I don't need to see potential. Like I need to see that you're ready to be married. True. Like we're just dating here. Like I might see potential, but it's not. Yeah. I can't be seeing potential in 30 days. Like I need to know that you are okay right there, partake it, and then you're ready to go. So
move forward.
Yeah, like that's why I couldn't see potential in this scenario because it happened so quickly. They was marriage license certificates and everything. And if you notice, we didn't see Joe and Madison. We didn't see them talk about marriage license. And then we didn't see Nick and Annie, but we seen KB and Edmund.
Nick probably ripped up the marriage license.
And Tim, we only seen KB and Edmund talk about marriage license.
We did.
I said, ooh. That was a little
probably a red flag
indicator to me. I said, "Oh, we don't see them talking about a marriage license."
You know what also pisses me off is that before the weddings, they do be doing these fake confessionals. Quit getting in here and telling us you finna marry this man and you know good and well you're not sure. Just tell us you're not sure.
Yeah, they're like, I'm about to get married. I'm like, so did y'all like that Megan take him to the altar? Huh? Or did y'all like that Megan and take him to the altar? We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah. But I appreciate that because I feel like you're wasting everybody's time.
I feel like she should have never met Luca though. Like she should have never.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, why don't y'all think
so? I don't know. I just feel like I think that he should have waited until they got married to introduce her to Luca. You think they should have been introduced before that?
Yes, because that's all he talked about. I need to see who you've been talking about for the last 3 years. I need to see this little boy.
I did feel bad because now you're not even going to be able to get him anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's that deep because honestly, for real, he need to be like, oh, that's your rich auntie. Go with her. I would be like,
when it's time for you to go to college, you need your tuition paid for.
Okay,
Sparkle Megan.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Auntie Sparkle Megan, what's up? Can I go with you? Can I take you? Like that's what and because if you go back to it, like Alex got mad too about Tim, like, oh, you met my dad and stuff like that. But it's like that's what
it was a part of it.
Now, if she knew she was gonna say no, she had a little maybe she shouldn't have met him. But I don't know if I think she was gonna say yes until it got to the point where she kept going home every day and he was not talking to her. I think she was going to compromise, but I think after that, like, oh, okay, he was not talking to her, baby. He was on mute.
He wasn't. Oh my gosh.
He didn't have nothing to talk about. He didn't talk to her. So I think like that's when she was like, okay, but if she probably seen that bed, that apartment, and it had a 1-bedroom. With some stuff in there. And that's why she said 6-bedroom. She said, we're gonna get y'all something. Because
honestly, she probably should have left after the bull chicken Crystal Light situation. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, she should have left after that. So I don't think it's what's wrong because also like that's what you do. Is people said that single parents shouldn't go on the show, but it's like that's kind of the experiment.
Say that, yeah.
Well, they were saying that because they were like, because now he's like, oh, I regret showing her to Luca. Boy, that's all you talked about. You didn't have no hobby.
Yeah,
You
it's not like you left Luca out of it completely. I did not
Right.
like I felt bad that Luca was introduced to this additional person that he might not ever see again. But I don't know if that's really the case. So I wonder if they're gonna ask about that at the reunion.
Yeah, and then also he was so dry with her, like, this is who I am. Like when he was breaking up, she's like, well, do you have anything to say? He's like, I don't have anything to say. So go pick up Luca from school.
Yep.
Okay, boy.
That's literally what he said.
Yep.
Okay, like
whoa.
I was just like, no, like, and people over here like, I feel bad for Jordan. Like, y'all feel bad for Jordan? He literally had
I didn't feel bad for Jordan.
Yeah, people
I think they were incompatible, like you said, for a while, and I think they should have both come to that conclusion a while ago. But
yeah, because he like came in, she's like, I didn't want to walk you down to the aisle, so I was like, I don't know if she's clearly talked about it before, but and then I didn't like that he's like, oh, she doesn't accept me for who I am. Like, people can't accept you for things, but also I think that he's missing the part that like, when you're in relationships, it definitely is give and take. But people can show you new things. Like, people can show you other things. And baby, she might have enough money to bring a nanny to watch your kid while you're in Italy.
He didn't want that. He didn't want that.
He said he wants to watch his kids all the time, even though he's only got his kid 50% of the time. So in reality, we could go to Italy when you don't have your job.
When you don't have a kid. Exactly. That's what people
came to this experiment for a month. Who was watching?
You came to the experiment for a month. Exactly. Yeah, and that's why they were like, he can't go to brunch. Well, he can't go to brunch, but he might go to happy hour or dinner because Luca's not always there.
Now so I understand I can't go play tennis or whatever in the middle of the day. I do get that. But you could go to brunch on the weekend.
Yes, you can go to brunch.
You can go on vacation.
Or you can play tennis on the thing. You can play tennis on Saturday. But people have all these things like, well, maybe he doesn't have money or like, medicated. Like, yeah, but that, and Medicaid. It's like, well, they were talking about Medicaid because they were talking about.
The way that he describes his job, though, doesn't give that he is broke.
Yeah.
It gives that he doesn't have the money that Megan has. And so Megan has a bunch of like just play money. She could do whatever she wants to with. She's to the point where she has money that she doesn't really worry about not having money. But he probably still has to budget and attend to a budget so that he doesn't run out of money. But it doesn't mean like he don't have no money at all.
I don't think he does, but that's what I'm saying. People were saying that they're like, oh, like if he has this, well, they were talking about like Medicaid, diabetes pills, and diabetes medicine. I don't really know all of that or whatever, but that's why I was saying like, okay, you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And like that.
I think that was his issue. He likes a minimalist type lifestyle.
That's what I was thinking.
He's going to live.
Because I was going to ask y'all what y'all think about him saying, well, if I had more money, she would marry me. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that because he still would be I still feel like he still would be trying to live a simple life. He still would be all about Luca. I don't know.
He never said anything about money though, so I didn't understand that comment. He was trying to be shady.
Right.
Like, maybe if you had a personality, she would have married you.
He's like, you were so funny in the pod. Like, what happened?
I was like, was he funny in the pod?
That's because he got to go back to the lounge to Joe.
There we go.
Or maybe that made him loosen up too. Like, so it's a different experience. So I was just like, no, I don't think it was money. I think, he's just like, so, but it's like he's stuck in his ways and he's like 27. So it's like, do you even want a woman? Because any woman that's going to come in your life, I'm sorry, they're going to probably want you to go on trips with them.
Yes.
Like that's a normal thing that couples do.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the talking piece. Like, you have to say something.
Like literally, unless like he might need a woman who has a kid so they could do like children dates, play dates, and go to like Chuck E. Cheese.
At this point, I feel like Megan would have been okay if you brought Luca in the living room. We all sat and talked to each other.
Exactly.
Like, Luca talk? Okay, let me talk to Luca. Yeah,
you're probably the only one that talks to Megan.
I feel like that's what he needs. He needs somebody that's like a single mom trying to figure it out and doing it together, so they could go do little play dates. And she exhausted because she had to take care of kid.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what she wants. Megan is too beep bop 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 for him. So
yeah.
I'm gonna come home and I'm going to watch a movie and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Eat boiled chicken slushies. Yeah, that's great.
It was boiled chicken. What was the other part? Boiled chicken
Crystal Light and something else.
I'm like, y'all let him do that on TV. She was like,
Boiled chicken, Crystal Light. I'm about to, because I just seen it, and I was like, ew.
he got a
Is
partnership.
that cooked? Is that cooked? It didn't even look cooked. It looked disgusting.
No, it was boiled. He got a partnership on Instagram for that stuff. I said, yes, Ninja Bullet like partnered with him. He said he was like, nobody asked for this, but yeah, we didn't ask for it. So.
Okay, boiled chicken, water, and Crystal Light.
Ew.
Water, yuck, and Crystal Light.
Are there literally any benefits to consuming this?
No.
It says low fat protein in the easy to swallow form. That's not enough benefits for me, boo.
Well, it's for Jordan because he's simple.
Clearly. And that's too simple for me. You don't even like no flavor in your food. Yeah.
Like, come on, no flavor in your food.
She said that she's like, you eat the same thing over and over. She was going in on him. Like, you don't, I'm adventurous. I want to try new things.
Oh,
You're just simple. She had it at that point. She
was like, you eat basic food. She's like, I'm adventurous with my food.
Jordan want a ham sandwich in this boiled chicken Crystal Light situation, and she's trying to go get some steak. She wants to have mussels and oysters and experience new pieces of life.
On a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday. Yeah. Oh no, Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Want to go down to the brunch spot.
Right.
At 10 a.m. and hang with her friends. I said, well, girl, what kind of friends you got, baby? Because
I need to know what Megan did. What made you get money?
She said she sold a company she worked. Oh, didn't she say something about she sold? Oh, the company she worked for got sold, and then she got the money from that. And then she said she's been living off that.
It's like a health tech or a health something. Company. Yeah, something with health something. But then I heard a little bit more of how she has an inheritance or something like that. Like her family got some money or something like that.
When her dad passed away?
That makes sense.
Oh, her dad did pass away.
Yeah.
Her dad did. So shoot.
That probably on top of the money she had, probably set her up to where she doesn't have to work anymore.
They don't look like, right? Because the mama look kind of, and
they all look like they don't miss no money. So
yeah, okay. When they was eating and stuff like that.
I was laughing when I saw her sister because I was like, Sparkle Megan need to take some tips from how she do her eye makeup. Black liner. Her makeup was so pretty. Her sister's.
Her sister's makeup was really pretty.
Yeah. Well, at first I did like that. I feel like Jordan didn't feel insecure, but maybe later on he was feeling insecure. Because at first he's like, at first he was like, okay, like she makes more money than me. Like, she drives like this. But somebody was talking about making, someone's like, girl, I thought you was driving a Ferrari. You driving a Range Rover. I was like, at first I didn't feel like he felt insecure. He's like, okay, but then I think it was that house. He was like, oh, hold up now.
Yeah. When they said that, overwhelmed. They put that ticket on that house,
I think he got
and then it was the house, and then it was like okay, like she's doing this, and okay, he's like, okay, now maybe the boat's too big. And one thing I really didn't like, and it's like, I mean, I guess it's the experiment. These men speaking about like, how the women having sex and they're just like all this and go home. I'm like, the men really did not have to court them. And I'm like, Jordan didn't court. Like, even when they made it home, there was no courting. Like, Jordan didn't even buy her flowers, didn't even show her nothing. I mean, Edmund was apologizing, but at least he bought her flowers. He got her some rollerblades. Like, I didn't even see answer. Like, I didn't see no courting. And I feel like the men are just like, oh yeah, like you're my fiance now. Yeah. But it's like, y'all didn't even really court them, and that's why I feel like it was lack of like chemistry or like compatibility. Because I'm just like, even in the other seasons, like you would see them like saying nice things to them, or even like going out on nice dates and stuff like that. Like, I feel like this season lacked like the men like really kind of like showing up for the women. That's why I feel like they were kind of childish, but they were also young. So yeah, they were young and childish. So.
I need to know more about Patrick from the reunion. I want to know what Patrick and Casey get up there and talk about.
Okay, we're gonna look. Yeah, that's gonna be next Wednesday. But yeah, those are my final thoughts about it. Do y'all have final thoughts about the shows? The episodes, I should say.
Nah, I just am ready for this reunion and see what they actually gonna talk about. Because y'all said, there wasn't no weddings.
Yeah, there wasn't no wedding. Oh, Patrick is definitely gonna say. Oh, y'all think Anna's gonna be there?
Annie?
Anna. Which one is Anna again?
Anna's the original connection for Patrick that goes.
Oh,
like do y'all connect over
like
shared identity?
I see her in the pictures. I didn't see her in the pictures.
No, but I didn't know if those pictures was like the people at the end. Like I don't know if they're going because it was Patrick. Was Patrick? Patrick was on.
Patrick was in the pictures. Yeah.
And I'm like, if Patrick was in there, somebody got to come. Anna or
Casey was in the picture.
Casey was there. So maybe Anna doesn't come. But I feel like if Casey comes, then Anna should come. Mm-hmm. They made it almost to the end. Mm-hmm. And also, I'm like, y'all couldn't find nobody who liked each other who wanted to get married. How many couples did y'all follow? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because they be finding love out of it, dating other people. Let's see the other storyline.
Go back to the single, see what they doing.
Yeah, this one was not it. So yeah, I am just interested. I'm not even gonna say excited. Just interested on the tea.
Right.
Of what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm just like, it might be lackluster, just like the other episodes. This was gonna be interesting because there is no couples, but lackluster like the last episode. So. Yeah,
I need Nick and
Annie.
No, the host. Nick and Vanessa to come with better jokes because they get on my nerves for real.
They're not. They're gonna come. We have asked them to change everything since season, and they are not changing. They are gung-ho. They like Jordan, not budging, not compromising. Yeah. They are gonna come and they're one thing they can't ask. They can, but they can't. She can't ask, is anybody pregnant? Well, you can't ask that question.
Right.
But they are gonna talk about baby, so she's gonna be so excited. Like, Bartiz. We forgot Bartiz in what I forgot her name. Shoot.
Oh yeah, Bartiz then the short girl. I forgot her name.
Yes, I forgot her name. Her face is in my mind, but I can't
know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes, but he had a baby not by this. Not by.
He did?
Yeah, he was the first. He was the first Love Is Blind baby, but not by the girl he was with. Right. Yeah. He had it like a year after. We're like, what? Oh, I forgot her name. But yes, it made me think about that because it's gonna be like, okay, now it's now it's Megan because now we know Megan has a baby. So she's gonna be like, oh, Megan the baby. That's what she's gonna talk about. But she's not gonna be able to ask like anybody having a baby. No, girl, because nobody's married.
Right.
And now there's not going to be a year after the reunion because the year after they do because nobody got married. So yikes, unless it's just going to be a mixer of people. So, Kamara, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I'm just looking forward to the reunion.
Okay.
How that goes.
You said what?
I said just trying to see how that goes.
Oh, yes, that's interesting. Yes. I'm so sorry. I know we went over, but we started talking about all the other little fun episodes. All the little fun seasons, child. It's crazy from Atlanta to Denver. But I wish they would go somewhere cool for their 10th season because I'm because
it's and y'all going to Ohio?
Yeah, it's like Ohio. I really
might as well came to Louisville.
It's Columbus. What's the big ones? Columbus, Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. What's the other? Cleveland,
Toledo. Toledo big?
Cleveland. I don't know. I think so. It might be Cleveland or Cincinnati. So it's one of those. I do believe it's.
Maybe you'll get some more Black people.
Yeah.
Ohio. Yeah. Are they going to cast them though? Because we need
good ones. We need some good ones.
Yeah, we need some good ones. Are they going to show them? Because they was using them for marketing this time, and we only see.
And we didn't even see them. You're right.
Yeah, we didn't even see them. So
all we see was KB and Edmund.
Oh, okay. I'm about to do. We need to do Love Is Blind Black Edition because that would be a mess. But yes. Well, yeah. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this Love Is Blind season 9 recap of episode 7 and 12. If you are still watching this, if you come by this replay, make sure you like it, comment, and also subscribe as well. Okay. We will see you all next week, I guess. Well, there'll be another episode, not a live, but just a podcast episode. Y'all subscribe to Black Girls in Podcast. Tell them where to subscribe to. Oh yeah, your channel. You have a channel.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a channel.
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, Screen Diaries. Screen Diaries on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all social media platforms. So make sure to follow me. And thank you again for having me. This was so fun.
Yes, thank you so much. You slide in the DM. So thank you so much for coming and joining me. Thank you again, Audrey. This was great. Just chat about TV and what's going on, and about real life, dating, love, child, all in one and the same. So thank y'all so much for listening. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye.